What's going on, everybody? It is Thursday night football, and a lot of you, you know me, we're from the great state of Cleveland, Ohio, and northeastern Ohio area. So big one here tonight. Super excited. The Browns have had an absolutely abysmal season so far, but it's the AFC North. It's primetime football. The two guys that we're getting ready to come on here introduce you to, they know a thing or two about AFC North football. They know a thing or five about the rivalry between our Cleveland Browns and the incoming Pittsburgh Steelers. Honest mistake. Sorry. I'll say last time. That's a lie. Already lying. All right. Let's get down to the truth of the matter. And that is both these guys are Super Bowl champion winning coaches. And we are beyond lucky to have them right here on the Dude Network. Super excited to bring them back. Super excited to share this rivalry game with them. Yet again, last time we were together, well, we'll talk about that when they get on here. Joining us here, straight out of the Berea EA. Ooh, that was terrible, but we'll work with it. Super Bowl champions, now New Orleans. The ones, the onlys. The guys that are going to lead us into the battlefield tonight and educate us along the way. And this regular old Joe, coaches Gregg and Blake Williams.
Hey. Welcome in.
Doing,
welcome in, man.
Welcome.
Big one here tonight. By the way, if everybody's watching, drop us some comments. This is your opportunity to ask some good questions to some guys that know a thing or two and get some feedback. Let's get the engagement going. I don't know if we advertise that enough, but we will at least look at the comments, and the good ones, we'll bring them up and get the it's a good way to get the Joes to ask the pros here. So let's get these questions rolling over here in the comment section. We see them on all the platforms. So,
it's going to be
all
fun.
Right. So how we doing, guys?
Got a little weather. Got a little bit of weather coming in here, so it's good.
Yeah, I think you guys will like our bets tonight for the 9 o'clock portion of this because we might have thrown a little defense in.
It's about time. It's about time. Like you don't.
All right. Thank you. You know, we listened.
This may be the first team to 5 field goals tonight.
Yeah.
No, actually, you won't like it because it's defense, but we're still going the overs. So here's tonight's bet for tonight. Nick Chubb, anytime TD score. Najee Harris, anytime TD score. Like coaches said, crappy weather, good night to run the ball down low. And then Myles Garrett to record a sack, TJ Watt to record a sack. Love that because them two are chirping.
Yep.
TJ Watt's got 2 tackles not to worry about tonight that are both, Pro Bowlers at one point in time. One of them was an All-Pro. And then, and Myles he actually for the first time ever in a press conference looked a little pissed off, and I kind of like that going into tonight. So
I do too. I thought it was good. I liked it when I saw him pissed off because now it's time to get up and play that way.
Well, like my parents always told me, better be pissed off than pissed on.
Yeah,
don't forget.
No doubt about that.
You heard it here first. So, all right, guys. We got, like I said, AFC North. We all know Gregg Blake. When Hugh Jackson was let go, you were the interim head coach, Blake, and you were the defensive coordinator. So you guys got some pretty firsthand experience. And I know you guys played the Ravens, and you're interim coach. Did you guys have the Steelers at any point on this on your interim schedule? Or were they already done with them?
We played them the opening game of the year that year and finished in a effing tie. That it's the most give the game away tie that I've ever seen, including we got that sack kind of sack force fumble recovered fumble, in overtime, returned to the 10-yard line. They called like a clip on Myles, and so they moved it back to the 25, and then we lost 3 or 4 yards on offense over the next couple plays, and so we tried to kick a 30-something yard field goal, and it got blocked. The game ended up ending in a tie, and then the second time we played the Steelers that year was the game that Hugh got fired the next day. Hugh and Todd Haley got fired the next day after that game. So we played the Bengals twice, and we played the Raiders once. I mean the Ravens once.
That was the last game of the year, right?
Yep.
Okay, but you were still up there, pretty involved, obviously, that year during the during the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns rivalry. And we got people watching from all around the country and maybe the world, hopefully the world. So why don't you guys do the honors here from the locker room perspective, and then I'll tell you the fans' perspective of what this rivalry means. But first, I want to hear your guys's. What was the locker room vibe whenever it was Steelers week? Was it something that was kind of a feud rivalry like everyone envisions it, or was it like not that big of a deal, the fans made out the bigger deal, or was it like we played way harder that week?
The big thing is that it was a fist fight in a phone booth. We knew it was going to be a very, very physical game. The team that had the most and the biggest mindset about playing the most physical kind of football and find ball, see ball, get ball. You had to protect the ball on the offense, but you had to take the ball away on the defense, and you had to make those kind of plays because we knew it was going to be a fist fight, and those are the greatest games to play in and coach in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To be quite candid with you, right? Like, you got to remember the era that like we were there in as well too, right? Coming out of 1-31. And all of that whole situation, like it really wasn't a rivalry. Like we were gonna, it was just another opponent to us and whatnot. But like, I guess what I'm trying to say there is right. Like we were trying to win games, right, and build the confidence and build that thing into a winning organization. So I know it's much more of a bigger rivalry now. Because I know it's a down year this year, but the Browns have won a number of times versus the Steelers over the last 5 years. The playoff, big playoff win, all that type of stuff, right? And so it's a more legitimate rivalry now, right? Like it wasn't a rivalry at the time. It was more so for the fans, but the Steelers had kicked the Browns' ass. For a decade,
Yeah, it was tough as a rivalry as a fan because you hated them, and it was the worst part of it is you couldn't say shit about it. You had to take it, either jump fence or keep taking it on the chin, And they didn't even look at. They got to the point where they didn't look at it as a rivalry. But as a child, I was given two options by my dad. Either cheer for the Browns or find somewhere else to live. And my dad, he called Bill Cowher hair lip. His name was not Coach Cowher. It was all shut your mouth hair lip. Some dad just loved that nickname for him. And yeah, it was just like, because where we lived, you would sometimes get the Steelers on the rotor. You had to turn the rotor, and sometimes you would get the Steelers game and not the Browns game. And boy, nothing would make my dad more angry. But yeah, so as it was so good to get, even that tie. It still kind of let them know when Roethlisberger was done. For the longest time, Roethlisberger was the winningest quarterback in Cleveland Browns stadium history until Baker came in.
That.
Yeah, that was how bad it's been. So now that it's kind of back, it's all the way back. Because Browns, those Michigan things against Ohio State, they waited a long time to run their mouth. They had to take it for all them years. So yeah, it's nice that it's back because it's more of a respectful thing. Like they're like, oh, thank God you're back. This is fun. We missed this. So, but yeah, John Z. I said G and BW, G Dub, B Dub. How are we doing tonight, gentlemen?
We're doing great, man. Doing great. We coached some first and second grade Berea Youth rec basketball tonight. We had our first practice. My daughter's team. And co-ed first and second grade boys and girls, and then came home to hop on and see the big game. We've had this one obviously on the calendar circled since the schedule came out, right, in the off season, preseason, that we knew this was going to be a big one. Thursday night football in Cleveland. We're getting weather, right? It's been dang 65, 70 degrees here all freaking fall, and then all of a sudden storm front comes in yesterday and it drops 35 degrees and starts snowing.
Yep. Welcome to Ohio in November.
Northeast Ohio. So it's going to be good football weather. I like the parlay that we have up tonight. It's one that I look at initially and I'm like, hey, we got a chance of this actually hitting. Not like last week where I was like, bro.
For the record, Jalen Hurts got 250 yards.
You were like, oh, it was just so juicy, those extra 25 yards a piece.
I know.
Just so much. It was so juicy. I was like, yeah, bro, like Vegas knows what they're doing. There's a reason that it was so juicy.
I know. The juice was loose. The juice is loose.
But I like this one. This one's got a real good shot.
Hang on here. I'm trying to get rid of it. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. There we go. Whew. All right, here's one fun stat here for tonight before we get into the weather. And this is Bet Jack. This was shared to me today from a source unknown. The Steelers have never won on TNF against an AFC North opponent.
I know.
Never. 0-7.
Which is crazy,
that
right?
Is crazy.
It's crazy. And I think also, I think there was a tandem out there, the stats that I saw that also Tomlin is like 1-7 on Thursday Night Football on the road.
The one that I texted it to you.
I think 1-7. I think during the Tomlin era, Tomlin is 1-7 on Thursday Night Football on the road, and then the Steelers as a franchise are 0-7 all time on Thursday Night Football, home or away versus the AFC North. Now, the disclaimer, right, is we'd say I don't know. We'd have to go back and look, right? But probably a majority of those are Ravens, Steelers. There may be a couple that are Bengals, Steelers, back from when the Bengals were like legit during the Marvin Lewis era and actually up there at the top of the division. There may have been a couple Thursday Night Football, one or two, there, but I'd probably say a majority of those are probably Ravens, Steelers, AFC North games, right? Like there's probably not a ton of Browns, Browns Steelers Thursday Night Football games.
Yeah.
Historic.
Historic. And then as the snow is currently starting to fall in Cleveland, it's slowly starting to fall. So, okay, we're talking about the weather then. That's transition to weather. So we got the snow going on over here. You guys know nothing about the weather. You guys are the coaches, X's and O's. I mean, I'm assuming they pre-planned for this on a short week, kind of knew that the weather was going to turn. How do you prepare for this? Because Cleveland is one of the few remaining true outdoor stadiums in the northern half of the states. So as coaches, put yourself, and I guess, just how you prepare for this week.
Yeah, the big and it's big. It's the wind and the wind's going to blow hard tonight. They're talking about up to 40 miles an hour at times. So the wind's going to be a big factor on field position. It's also going to be a factor on when you decide to throw the ball, when you decide to run the ball, and how you manage the possessions in the game is going to be very, very important. And then the wind chills. And as the game goes on, they're talking about the wind chills being in the high 20s on 20 degrees. So, that factor of, a fist fight in the phone booth, running the football when you don't have the wind, taking the calculated shots when you do have the wind. And then the special teams, it's going to be very, very, very tough on kicking the ball into high gusting winds in that stadium. It's going to be a big factor of the weather this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where Phil Dawson used to line up on the corner pylon and bend it over. That year they will be. Joe Thomas was talking about it when they beat Buffalo 8-0 and 7 inches of snow. He's like, he literally had to cook it right and let it float through to the left.
Well, you're bringing back a big time memory to me, because back when I was the head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
We were playing the Dolphins in November, on November 22nd, I think, and it snowed. It started snowing in the second quarter, and by the time the game was over, it was 22.5 inches of snow in the last 3 quarters of the game, and we pounded Miami because they were soft living in Florida anyway. But both of these two teams up here in the Northeast Ohio and Pennsylvania area, they're tough enough to understand how much this weather is going to be a factor, and they got to play through it.
And here's the other thing, though, too. It really negates it, though, in this game, right? Because Pittsburgh also plays in a crappy field and an outdoor stadium. And that turf is harder to play on than most because they share it with all the Pennsylvania State Athletic. There's a college, I think, that plays there at Heinz Field. They have state tournament games get play there. There's just natural grass, not artificial. So, I mean, is that true then? Pittsburgh kind of is like, yeah, big deal. Like, we do this, too.
No doubt. Both of them.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're both should be, fairly seasoned to it and whatnot, right? So when you have teams like these two teams, it would be more like guys that aren't used to it, right? Like say there's a rookie from the SEC, right? Say there's somebody who got traded to one of these two teams that really hasn't played, up in it, and it's been so unseasonably warm up here. And now it's all of a sudden shifting overnight, right? Like, so it's an individual, like player here or there thing. But yeah, both. I mean, that's AFC North football, right? Is playing in playing in the elements, right? All four stadiums are outdoors. All four surfaces, all four surfaces are natural, surfaces and whatnot. It's smash mouth, football from that standpoint. And so, yeah, I mean, there's not an edge in the. There's not an edge, so to say, from one team to the other when it's AFC North versus AFC North at this time of the year, right? The edge would go to the bettors, right? The edge would go to the unders or betting overs on things like field goal attempts or field goal makes or turnovers, right? It's like, hey, I want to bet the over, but I want to bet the over on how many turnovers. How many interceptions, how many, field goal kickers, like, how many field goals, the Hopkins is going to kick or make or whatever.
Becomes giveaways and takeaways, and that's why you play, and that's why you bet on the defense with giveaways and takeaways.
I tell you, it's hard to bet on Hopkins right now. You would not see his stats in my betting line after last week. That was a rough. We're friends with Reflog, man. He had some funny ones come out of last week. Oh, yeah. The funniest was the EA Sports reference where the arrow was like all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Hey, had a good point here. He goes, the garage beer pyramid next to the trophy is a very hard flex. So there we go.
Yeah,
cheers.
That's it.
Cheers.
Here's the garage beer.
You got to do it.
You got to do it.
So now like how tall, like, and this is the 75, right? Like this is the 75%, Lombardi trophy, and so it's the size of a little bit bigger than a 6 garage beer pyramid. It's all for scale. Hey, are you going to be okay tonight, Tony? Like, I'm wondering if you needed to put some sunscreen on,
Dude, before my LED light is like right here.
And I feel like you're like Fred Durst and like on stage, like doing a Limp Bizkit, like concert or something like that. Backwards hat, all the lights are shining down on you.
Yeah, the Lord sends you angels in many shapes and forms and sizes, Tonight you got the plus version. I am going to go ahead and move this because I can't even see. It's like in my face. So
no, that was a good one.
Good network, everybody.
That was good. And comedy is about timing too, no doubt about it.
All right, there we go. There we go. I'm back, all the way back. Jesus. Now, I feel like I'm sitting in a dark room.
Fitzy picked the Browns to win tonight.
Yeah,
that's not bad. But you know what? Never trust the fan players.
19-16.
Yeah,
that's a Harvard score right there. Like how the Browns getting ready to score 19, but 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and a safety.
He's probably just assuming with like missed PATs and trying to chase the 2s, and then we get into the onesies, twosies. I don't know. Is 19 even possible?
19 is possible for sure. I would say 19-16 would be 19-16. Like what? That's what I said. A very Harvard number.
It would be.
It would be enough. I know what I'm saying. It'd be a very scoregami score. Do you know anything? You know scoregami?
Yeah, that's like the there was one last week. It was the one that has never ended in that score.
Yeah, and so that's like they always post like scoregami, like that's the first time that an NFL game is ever ended in that particular score.
Yeah, that was
31 to 29 or whatever it is. Scoregami.
All right. So we got running bald man. Browns win tonight.
Yep.
Tomlin historically doesn't do well on Thursday night games. Welcome.
We just
talked about that. So all those that are national here, let's talk about some other backstories that makes this game a little more spicy tonight, shall we? And the first one is Myles Garrett. Let's talk about that. There's a couple different things with him that make this spicy. And that is, the running history with the Steelers. Myles has spent the rest of his career trying to unlive, the helmet swinging on Mason Rudolph. But anytime the Steelers come around, like, it gets brought up. But now there's the TJ Watt drama where Myles Garrett felt he was snubbed. Well, Watt was kind of boo-hoo when he didn't get the award. And Myles was like, well, I never did that when he won it. And I actually, Myles goes, I want an apology from him tonight. Myles actually came out there and he goes, I think I'm owed an apology, and hopefully he gives me one during or after the game. He goes, we'll see. But he goes, I would never do that. So Myles is a little fired up. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the Nick Chubb dynamic after this, because I'm saying that out loud because I've been a little scatterbrained, but I'm getting her back, so we're just manifesting that topic.
No.
Yeah, I know. Defensive line here. D-line coach over here. What do you guys? So what are your guys' topic? Because you guys came in after I think all that went down with the Rudolph thing. So
the Rudolph thing was after we were already gone.
Yeah. Remember, we drafted Myles my first year here.
Yeah. So we coached Myles his first 2 years, and then that was the next year. That was Freddie Kitchens' year.
That was the year you were at New York. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was the first. Hey, I'll be honest, right? Like, I'm just call it like it is. Like, it's the first year without like G-Dub with the choker collar on Myles. Right, you know what I mean, and all of those guys, but Myles as well too. And all of a sudden, you be careful when all of a sudden you take accountability, even really hard accountability, when certain people really need it, and you take accountability out, and then you don't replace it with anything, right? You replace it with hey, let's all be buddy, friends. I want you to like me, not respect me. And there's going to be no accountability, and those sort of things happen, right? It becomes almost like they're grown men, right? They're all responsible for it. They're grown men, but it does become a little bit of a chicken or egg thing from the standpoint of that's why we got put on earth, and that's why whoever the coaches are there get paid the big bucks, and it truly is even in a grown man league that it truly is a reflection on leadership, and the old adage of what we say is you're either coaching it or allowing it to happen, and right, wrong, or indifferent. Very rarely have I ever seen things like that happen on the field.
That was
that just are totally just off the wall, right? Out of left field, right? Uncharacteristic. Usually there have been signs something has been progressing to a boiling point, and it's been swept under the rug or overlooked versus met head on, nipped in the bud and or discussed and talked about, well in advance, you know what I mean? And that was the year after we left. That was our first year at the Jets.
Yeah, that's when Denzel Ward started tackling with his head down again. Whoops, I said it. Anyway, I remember that was a thing.
Still is a thing. It still is a thing. He still texts. He still texts.
An idiot. I keep telling him.
I talk trash to him all the time about, they're hiring me to teach him how to not have another concussion. And, right now he has to make sure he's doing things right. And he's playing outstanding when he does things that protects his head.
Yeah, and that's something else too. Luckily, he hasn't gotten anything bad, but he's had good minute of those concussions, and it's a tough game tonight in that cold weather. So yeah, you got to be careful. That ground's a little more firm tonight.
It's Thursday night football. It's Browns, so I'm dropping it all out there. And here's another case in point. And I said, now I'm getting. It's not a typical game, right? Where we're just sitting here commentating and whatnot. You got real stuff. When G-Dub came out and what people don't understand is G-Dub. Let's start it this way. G-Dub, what did Al Davis tell you about speaking to the media, and how have you always utilized that when you're speaking to the media?
He came up behind me and snuck up behind me and told me, he says, "You know who you're talking to when you're talking to the media?" And I said, "No, sir, who?" He goes, "You're talking to your team, my team, and the fans. And every time you open your mouth, you're talking to my team."
So first of all, I wanted to do that just so I could get the Squanto voice that is not Al Davis.
It was a different accent tonight.
Everybody imitates Al Davis. He goes
a little crazy horse tonight. A little crazy horse.
Dances with wolves or something like that. I feel like I should be passing the peace pipe, but that's another thing. But no. And so when G-Dub's up there saying things like that to the media, it's for a purpose, right? It's a conduit, and it's not something that hasn't already been discussed and or said and or MF'd behind closed doors or on the practice field multiple times, right? And now it's gotten to that point. But when G-Dub said at the press and whatnot, there are certain people within that organization that didn't that are supposed to be in leadership positions that didn't really like that. Right. And it goes back to he is trying to protect the young man.
Yep.
And so that he has a actual career. It doesn't have things. Right. And so we want to be all this oh no, that wish you are about and stuff like that. Now you look at where it's at, where every time we see him, every game, literally, he's at the stage where every game somebody are checking him on the sideline or blue tinting him, and it's not because of him, it's because of them. He's on super high alert, right? So every game, right, it's almost this could be his last, this could be his last, this could be his last, and then so it goes back to you either coaching it, allowing it to happen, right? And when you're trying to do what's best for your guys and help, sometimes you have to help them help themselves. Sometimes, right, in this violent game, you have to help protect the guys that can't protect themselves, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
It's about affecting change, garnering respect and trust, not about having a popularity contest in being liked, right? If anybody out there is a parent, right? Very, very, very similar, right? And so hopefully he can stay healthy and continue to play, right? We've seen all the leaks out there this week, right? Or leaks, whatever, not leaks, but about JOK.
Yeah.
Right. And for people the viewers that haven't seen that this week, they're saying right now it's an uphill battle for him to ever play again. And they
were actually really downplaying that.
Oh.
They were.
So it's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
We try to teach a way to take the head out of the game, take the head out of the tackle, right? Same foot, same shoulder. And hey, sometimes when you're Denzel standpoint, we talk about whack, right? You're you got to put your shoulder pad on their thigh board and just
call the whack.
And whack it. Otherwise, you're going to get cracked, right?
Right.
So
and hit with a fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hell. He might get hit with a fine for hitting them with the shoulder pads around the thighs nowadays. So, hey, what's up, Robert Reyes? How you doing, brother? Thanks for tuning in. So the other part we were talking about is Nick Chubb. Didn't forget. There we go. Hey, guys, I will. Good job, Tony. Hey, so Nick Chubb, first game against Pittsburgh since the Minkah Fitzpatrick injury, which was absolutely gruesome. Second time in his career, Nick Chubb has had that knee gruesomely hyperextended and backwards, and just something you don't really ever want to see, or even if you're sick to your stomach on certain things, you wouldn't want to watch it either. But that guy is wired differently. So how do you think Nick Chubb is going to be tonight in this game? We know he's not going to say 3 words, but you guys have been around this dude. How different is Nick Chubb?
He is very different, and here's the deal: if you've not ever experienced anything like what he's gone through, right now, Nick Chubb is looking, and you watch. He won't try to avoid the very first time he holds the ball. He's going to try to truck somebody and run over somebody and feel that contact and make you feel him and his contact, and it's back to normal. Everything's back to normal. He's playing ball. You can't be overthinking and worried too much about things, but he can't wait for that first hit, and it's going to be him hitting somebody else instead of them hitting him.
It'll be interesting here because I don't think Nick's really had that comeback part of game yet. He's starting to get, you can tell every week, he's starting to break a few more tackles each and every week. So I think tonight might be the night with the extra motivation, with it being prime time and the Steelers in front of the home crowd that's clearly going to be into it here tonight. It'll be interesting, I think. But yeah, as you guys said, when he hits that first hit, that's normally when he gets waking up. So, but sometimes on that first one, he just busts it loose out to the outside and runs for 80 yards. I think there's going to be a home run tonight by somebody. I think there's just going to be more running attempts. I just think someone's going to eventually.
Najee Harris, there's no knock on Najee, but
no, he's never been known for.
He's not going to outrun the Browns secondary. And like you said, we really haven't seen just because of the state of the games in the state of the offense and offensive line since Chubb's come back. We haven't seen him get one of those break into the open where he can shift gears and go be the all-state 100-meter champion that he was, sprinter that he was. And so we don't know, hey, is he fully back? Does he have what we would call that top-end speed? Does he have his top-end speed back yet or not? But yeah, if somebody was going to break a true runaway one, I would have, on a run, I would say it would have to be Chubb, or it would have to be like a receiver, or I don't know. They put freaking they take a page out of the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers take a page out of the Saints playbook from last week, and they line up in Wildcat, and they put Justin Fields on, and they saw last week the Browns kept going flat defense and getting 0. So they kept going cover 0. Hey, when you go Wildcat, not to get derailed, but when you go Wildcat, now you're missing the numbers, right? And so even what would typically be a loaded box is not a loaded box anymore. You've got a hat for a hat a blocker for a body if you have an 8-man box with still any sort of deep safety. So the only way to influence the numbers game, because you're normally not counting the quarterback as a blocker or whatever, and so normally you got to bring an extra guy in. What you risk in doing that is if you don't fit it exactly properly and one guy misses a tackle, it could be out the gate to the house. You've leveraged everything to defend blades of grass, but it's you've risked everything. It's like going all in on an altcoin or Bitcoin or something like that, and it's hey, or a stupid parlay, I'm going off,
stupid one, not like one we would play. No, not us.
Yeah, it's and that's what I'm saying. It's it's not just going with the parlay. It's I put my whole bankroll. I put my whole savings into it. So now it's all of a sudden got to hit, and if it doesn't, I'm busted. Right. And so there's a chance. I'd be interested to honestly see if they do any Wildcat stuff with Justin Fields on short yardage and try to pick that stab. Arthur Smith is actually a protege off of G-Dub's tree. Arthur and I have known each other since we were in 7th grade. when we first moved the Oilers to Tennessee to become the Titans. He was a ball boy with us, and then he got his start in coaching at the same time as I got my start in coaching, and we were he and I were quality control coaches together for G-Dub at the Redskins back when they were still the Redskins. So a lot of people don't realize that he started out as a defensive quality control coach, and then was also a quality control coach with him again at the Titans in 2013. And then got moved back over to offense and rose up through the ranks. But I have a lot of respect for him and his, especially his run game scheming. So I'll be interested to see if they try to do any wildcat stuff tonight in short yardage or red zone.
I agree. I do. A really good thought. I hadn't really thought about that until you started talking about it, but that could be a big time play.
And it was last week, that stuff with Taysom and those wildcat stuff like that. It was a combination of but it was schematically they see it. It was one of those things where it wasn't just like a ball getting popped or a busted coverage or something like that. No, it was like, hey, they're calling this defense and they got to play this defense exactly perfectly. Otherwise, it's a big play for the offense. And they didn't do it multiple times. And so they're actually showing it on the screen right now. And so when you do that, what we always talk about as coaches is when that happens, you now have a bigger problem where the whole entire rest of the league sees that now. And we talk about now you have to chase those sins off of film, right? When it's on the film repetitively in a game, people are now going to pick that scab. Yep. And so they're going to go out and see, hey, has this coaching staff and players gotten this fixed or not? We don't even run Wildcat, and we're installing it just to see if you've gotten it fixed or not. And until you chase it off of film, until you show people that you've got it fixed, you're going to keep getting it, even from teams that had to just invent it and install it that week in their package and their team just for you, right? And so that was a big enough issue last week repetitively that they're going to have to chase those sins off of film.
Well, and they're saying that that DTR might have some of those same packages this week too, that they're talking about starting to get him a little more incorporated into the game plan. With it being a 2-8 season, they need to start figuring out what you got there in DTR. You don't want to take any snaps away from Jameis Winston because the guy's earned him, and he's basically the glue of that locker room right now on being the leader. But so it'll be interesting tonight to see. That could be that X factor tonight, guys. Who's going to have the creative game plan with their backup weapons that don't get to see a lot of the field,
and here's the other thing too, and I thought you said it very well, but the personnel that you have that is dressed for the game, as a coach, I'm trying to use every single person that we can to have an advantage. And I think it's very, very solid that if you have, a DTR, a Fields, if you have that, you're ignorant if you don't try those types of things. And what was going on when Watson was a quarterback when they were playing Winston on third down? Okay, they were already doing that here anyway, so they need to be doing that with DTR too. I totally think that is a very, very, very good thing for competition.
Yeah, I mean,
remember that was and we went against it, and so we lived it, right? But for people that may or may not remember, right? When Lamar Jackson was first drafted, Flacco was still the franchise quarterback, right? And he was the starter, right? And they built in. He took it well too. He took it well at the last pick of the first round. He was the fourth or fifth quarterback drafted in that draft. But so they would put Greg Roman though, right? Who was the offensive coordinator there or whatever, and they'd had packages. Or I guess he was the run game. He was the run game coordinator there. Marty Mornhinweg was still the offensive coordinator at that time, and then got fired in the middle of that season when they decided they were going to move on kind of from Joe Flacco and make it the Lamar Jackson show. But exactly that standpoint, you had this pocket passer, big arm, quarterback, and you're doing your run game stuff and you're doing your play action shots down the field. But then you knew you were going to see a drive worth of Lamar Jackson or all these special situations with Lamar Jackson, but you were going to see Lamar, 5 to 15 plays a game, right? And you want to go even further back in the AFC North era, that was Cordell Stewart, right? Whose nickname was Slash, right? And the nice thing about Slash was he was an athlete, so he could play receiver, right? So in those early days, you had Neil O'Donnell out there, and then you had Cordell Stewart playing wide receiver. But then all of a sudden now you're doing double passes, and now all of a sudden you're moving him into the backfield and handing him reverses, and now all of a sudden he's going and playing actual real quarterback on direct snaps and throwing it down the field.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you got to utilize your playmakers, especially when you're being inefficient. What else do you have to lose?
Right, you don't have anything.
You don't have anything else to lose when you're doing Einstein's insanity. It's like if you're 2-8 and you're 31st on offense or whatever, and the run game's not happening and all these sort of things. Well, hey, use all of your playmakers. There's only 53 guys on the roster, right? And there's 46 to 47, depending upon how you do it on game day. So we always said that jersey on game day is too valuable to be standing on the sideline and kept nice and clean.
Yep.
Well, this
defense for us, if you dressed on defense on Sundays, you were going to be starting in some package. There may only be one package, and you may only end up playing 5 snaps that game or whatever. But every scene, and you were maybe primarily a special teams guy, but no, you had a game day jersey on defense, you were going to be starting in some sort of package. And that's how you keep guys engaged. That's how you keep guys when a guy goes down an injury in the game. Next man's up, and this guy's already been in there feeling the speed and the competitiveness of the game, and he steps right in there into a bigger role. That's how you keep guys more bought in, engaged in the game plan going up. Right?
And isn't it just worth? Sorry, just to interrupt, but isn't it also just worth having the distraction? Let's say you got a Nick Chubb and they're putting 8 guys in the box. You go ahead and put a DTR in there on the other side up. And they're like, whoa. We got to keep an eye on that guy. And that's a way to draw, just his presence can make guys in the box of 7. Is that true?
True. Yep.
Okay.
And we had certain jersey numbers on the other team every single week in the game plan, that there would be a specific reason that person came into the game, and we would ID that, and we would play a certain schematic format to play versus that jersey number of the guy that was in there.
Now I'm starting to wonder what the over-under on DTR's rushing yards are tonight, but not right now. Not right now. I think
not the degenerate gambler, and you would never just randomly, go there. We went from a really good in-depth X's and O's strategy and tactics discussion, and my man Tony's mind's immediately going, "Hey, how can I spin this into a prop bet?"
It is what it is. Hey, you asked for this. This is what you get. I'm just I'll never be in a position to do X's and O's, but I could use a strategy to make a little money here. I like where we're going with this. Hey, if I can win,
we'll coach you up.
$10. Hey, $10 is a free meal. $10 is a free meal. So I love it. Oh man! So we're getting ready to get under kickoff here. So this is where we'll get into predictions. Let's have a little fun here. Let's go. Let's be Ryan Fitzpatrick, but not guess a number that's almost a scoreopoly there. But yeah. So what? G-Dub, what's your prediction of tonight here? What do you think is going to happen in this one right before kickoff?
Well, I will tell you this. I think it's going to be a really tight game, and it wouldn't shock me at all that the Browns could pull this out. I really do believe they got a shot at pulling it out. Now, the best special teams coach in the National Football League right now is at the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was on 2 of my staffs with me and all that kind of stuff. And so we're going to have to do a really good job at the Browns on taking care of the ball and playing a field position game. And we got to do a better job of tackling, than we did here last week. And the Browns could come out with a big win right here, which would be great for the fans and great for the team.
And you think who will win?
Browns.
Browns. Okay. All right. Blake.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say the Browns, and I'm gonna say the Browns 17-14. The Browns win 17-14. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Browns win 17-14, and our parlay hits.
Ooh, that's that positive energy I need right there.
Parlay's gonna hit, and the Browns are gonna win 17-14.
I think there's going to be a couple big scoring touchdowns, and I think it's going to end up in the 40s here. I'm going to go Browns. I mean, come on, I'm not going to pick the Squealers. We're going to go Browns 20-17. 20-17.
You're making me smile because I have all the years I've been doing this. I have never heard anybody call them the Squealers until.
Oh, really?
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Oh, wow.
And you said 20-17, so that means you're taking typical you. Yeah. You're taking the over because the over under was 36.5. And so
you're talking to.
So you said 37. You're like, gotta take the over. Can't go with 17-14. That's enough points.
It's just naturally there. I can't do math that quick. You know that. So that's just my natural over instincts.
No, that's good.
I want to spit out spider webs you get an over. You get an over.
Gosh, they're going pistol bone.
Oh, there we go.
Woo!
And they went pistol bone and tried to run split zone influence, split zone bluff. Real nice and fancy. Problem being, as a tight end that's in the backfield playing freaking bone fullback, totally whiffed and or wanted no part of blocking 93.
Well, the Browns opened with 8 in the box right there. They had 8 guys in that stacked in there, man.
Yeah.
That's because the offensive formation allowed all that.
Yeah, the offensive formation allowed all that.
They're running a pretty tight formation right now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
We got twins left, man the motion. Oh, there's Warren. That was the one.
Come on.
That was the one I was actually thinking that has now he's got jets. Warren's got jets. He can bust one loose.
It was man to man, and they got him gapped out right here on a little pull scheme.
Oh. I mean, they sealed the edge.
It's what's called a trap. And so you try to let the defensive tackle run up the field. Yeah. And because you know the Schwartz defensive line scheme is an attacking up the field scheme, and so you try to trap them, and then you hit that crease right there, and it's a schemed up play.
First pass of the game is a completion. So yeah, I mean Steelers offense. I mean, to me, it looks just like a very simple offense, like a skeleton of an offense. Just smash mouth football, play the game, keep the clock moving, play field position. Let's limit possessions here. I mean,
Washington out wide. Motion down to see that it's zone, it's cover 3, unless they're going to drop out to cover 2. That one safety's back there deep. Now it's cover 3. All right, 3rd and 1. Come on, Sarah. Yeah, she got it marked right.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I tell you, boys, I'm a little more emotional tonight with the Brownies on. I mean, I love football, but boy, do I love Browns football.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad the Browns are playing tonight because you're typically just so stoic. Yeah, so I'm glad we finally got some emotion out of you.
Normally a man that keeps it under control. Yeah, I don't get too out of control.
There it is. Just like I said, Justin Fields is in. It's 3rd and 1, so the first short yardage, and we see they're going Wildcat. So I called it like they're going to try to pick that scab. They're going to try to pick that scab. What happened there?
False start.
Flat. Was it a false start?
Yep. Yeah. Or a legal procedure. I mean, I don't have the volume on, but he had him with the false start movement.
But that goes to show you that, again, like I said, they clearly have a Justin Fields Wildcat package in on minimally short yardage tonight. And typically you would also utilize that in the red zone as well, too. And they're going to and the Browns were in the same stuff as they were in last week. They were in a flat defense, a 46 defense, playing cover 0, everybody loaded in the box, and they're going to make them make them show that they can do that.
That was good defense. That was boy, Russ was throwing. Russ was throwing good balls right now, man. He is all the way back because that was
just stuck slant in there, just in the right in between the hook player. And
look at his defense here. I mean, God, he had zero room for error.
It was one rover. I think it was one rover. Yeah.
Thornhill's already got a couple tackles.
A lot of condensed formations tonight. You got to understand, Mike, as well too, right?
His head was down at his kneecaps.
Right. You know that Arthur Smith has now. It's OG. It's back in the day, but Arthur Smith has time on task on with going against Jim Schwartz and his defense, and so everything right now, as you see, is condensed. They're condensing the formation. The wide receivers are down very cut. And they're running the ball primarily right now. They're doing that to try to declare the defense and dig guys out, as we would say, block DBs and get seams. And then eventually at some point in time tonight, they're going to take play action shots with deep crossers out there. They try to run zone read. But eventually here tonight, you'll see is Arthur Smith is setting it up, but they're going to line up in some of these same condensed formations, fake the runs that they've already ran successfully. And they're going to run the deep over crossers out of as well too, and try to hit some big down the field throws. And that's kind of how Arthur Smith segments things.
Let's talk about something real serious here. Can we talk about Arthur Smith's mustache and how creepy that damn thing looks?
Awesome, dude.
No, it's not, dude. There's nothing awesome about that stash, bro. You can't be in Pittsburgh and be walking around the stash.
There we go. There we go, Myles Garrett.
There you go. You got one of them hit right there.
Does he need a full sack or a half sack?
I don't know. Let me look. To record a sack.
That's a full sack, so it doesn't matter. That's a full sack.
He got
Miles. They ain't giving half that to nobody, man. He's getting that Ray Lewis treatment now. He's earned that. All right, let's go. 4th and 11. Are they kicking a field goal here?
No, Chris Boswell's going to punt.
I didn't see the name on the jersey there, Blake. Hey, it's different tonight. There it is.
Hey!
Talked about the reason I said, I was like, wow, man, they're like 40-mile-an-hour gusts. I can't believe they're kicking that far out.
Yeah, the wind is a big factor.
Let's
and
go.
There was
he should have done the Phil Dawson.
Yeah, and
he should have aimed it at the left upright.
And he was a special
What
teams.
would you guys have done there? Because now the Browns get the ball back at the 50-yard line for their first drive, and they got all the momentum. So would you have done that with the win tonight?
No.
With Boswell? If you got Boswell, you got Boswell.
At the start of the game, I'd have put the ball inside the 5-yard line, punt the ball out of bounds, make him do it that way.
I mean,
probably would have done something different on 3rd down.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to give a team with not their 2 starting tackles and a backup quarterback at home on Thursday Night Football starting field at the 50. I mean, it seems kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much about that. It's more about just understanding the elements and the weather and your overall strategic game plan. So there, like we probably wouldn't have been wanting to kick a field goal in that situation. And so therefore we would have known where we were in what we call no man's land or what we call the go zone. So we probably would have already known, like, we're going to go for it here. So we probably would have called something different on 3rd down. Something that, like, you can't also the go zone from a defensive perspective is called the sack zone. And what you absolutely cannot do as an offense is take a sack there, because you have the chance of getting sacked out of, like, if they would have been a little bit further back, like say 5 to 8 yards further back, that sack would have had to force a punt. It would have forced it would have been a 3-point sack. It would have forced them out of even attempting a field goal sort of situation, right? And so what we would have probably done is gone with something like a screen, maybe throwing Justin Fields back in a situation they think we're going to go drop back pass and try to run a quarterback wildcat play and see if we can pop one or at least get it into fourth and short and now go for it. Right there. Because guess what? If we don't get it if we feel really not good about the field goal, well, missing the field goal, they're going to get the ball 8 yards plus better field position than if we don't get it on fourth down. You know what I'm saying? Because you get the ball from like, where it was, kicked, situation. And so here we go right here. Nick Chubb in the backfield to start with.
Oh, deflect. Yeah, who's that? Watt?
They didn't block it.
So we do have a question from the crowd, and it was, after boys, who they would rather have, Myles Garrett or TJ Watt?
It depends on the defensive scheme that you're running, right? Like Myles Garrett is designed is best for the scheme that they're running right now, and TJ Watt is best for the scheme that in the position that he's playing there. Like TJ Watt is a freak, but he would not be quite as productive as a hand in the ground right 4-3 defensive end.
Right.
He's a left edge rusher. He's a left outside linebacker and whatnot, right? And so
what about this question? Which one would you rather build a defense around? Ooh, can't get out of that one.
Honestly, for clicks, like you sit here and say, hey, TJ Watt, right? But honestly, you can't go wrong with either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just trying to
they're both going to be first ballot Hall of Famers, and because they got drafted the same year in the same division and go against each other constantly, and you have all this, stuff trumped up from them. They're both going to be first ballot Hall of Famers.
I'm getting ready to get in a car and go down there and kick somebody in the nuts on what's going on up front. I'm just telling you right now.
I don't know why, our leading guy's getting, offsides there. Come on. You're supposed to be the guy. Oh, boy. Well, now Browns are going to probably play field position here, right? You're not going to put Hopkins out there.
Oh, you can't put Hopkins out there. It would be a 65-yard field goal.
Yeah, he had a hard time with 27 yards. So
we get the ball at midfield and 3 and out.
Might put this thing within 5-yard line.
And you heard me, right? We started at midfield and we're 3 and out. That totally chaps me. That chaps me.
Well, that's what happens when you come out throwing the ball and blocking nobody.
And that was not a good punt. It was a 25.
That was a horse shit punt.
25 net yards. That's what we gained right there. 25 net yards. Oh, boy. It's already chippy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, and here's the one thing about Cleveland. They're 2-8. And actually, I'm going to come out and say it. Thank God we got 4 primetime games left because everyone's going to be watching you. So it's going to be hard to – no one wants to look like a fool on national TV, right? So, but is this probably the most emotional game left on the Browns schedule with all the X factors going into it tonight? You got at Pittsburgh, but it's not nearly as special as at home.
No. Every game in the NFL –
all of them
is emotional, right? That's a fan question, right? It's the fans that think about the whole
shit question. Got it.
No, every game is until you get to the playoffs, and that and things get heightened, right? And it's like win or go home, right? That's another monster, and the games are the games are faster, and you got the cream of the crop out there. But no, every game is that way in the NFL. Yeah, that's inexcusable though. Like what happened right there, and it happens, right? And so it's like you have your scripted openers; they better effing work, right? Because from like G-Dub said, this is just me. Like I don't think, regardless of what my scripted openers say, like my scripted openers my first 15 plays and stuff like that, like we're scripted plays, right? We're saying like, hey, I'm not calling it off the cuff. We know we're going to call these first 10 plays or these first, 15 plays of the game are going to be this. You didn't script those with taking over after a missed field goal at midfield, right? So if my scripted openers do not have me handing the MFing ball to Nick Chubb when it's Thursday Night Football on a short week in bad elements, and we took over the ball with momentum at midfield after a missed field goal, guess what? I'm not calling my scripted openers right there. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call this situation. Throw this damn far down, and I'm going to give the ball to Nick Chubb. At least one of those plays right there. I'm not going to come out on first. I'm definitely not going to come out on my first call and not block anybody up the gut at all. Right? I'm instead like try to impose my will up the gut and say, Wyatt Teller and Joe Batonio go bitch slap somebody and hey, guess what? Nick Chubb, go get north and south. Right?
And we won the toss. We chose to kick off. We got to stop. We got everything we wanted right now. So let's go.
We did not go. We did not.
I've lived those games before, right? As a defense, I've had those games before as well too, where I've told coaches, and like we would normally do, it's like I've been the coordinator and told my coaches like what my first call was going to be, package, stuff like that, and everything. First call of the game is going to be. Sometimes it's just try to get the angst out of or the nervousness out of like nervous Nelly freaking assistant coaches, right? Who have never called a play before. They've just only ever been a position coach, and they just want to know they're just nervous Nelly, right? You tell them, right? And then I've told them that, and they're all ready to go. And then our offense turns the ball over on the very first play. And I go, hey, I'm off the script. Like, this ain't that now or whatever. I was like, I said I was calling, cover 2, Tampa 2 on the first play. Like, here we come. I'm going like 46-0, right? Like, they're coming out here loaded up. Like, we just took over right now. Like, no, I'm loading up against them right now. Like, we're off script. I'm calling the situation right now when we got to take momentum back and at least hold them to a field goal right now, if not knock them out of field goal range.
There's Najee.
Now they're having a hard time fitting the pool schemes, and that's a dynamic. That's a dynamic. Schwartz's schemes have a hard time at that sometimes, and even last year, as dominant as they were last year and into this year, have issues fitting the pool schemes, and so they're running inside trap and then off tackle trap.
Mustache.
And what you're getting is these seams. You're getting either an inside player, an outside player. Whoever's getting trapped is running up the field. Everybody else is getting on the block and the seam.
They run a mouse here. I'm gonna have to excuse me. I accidentally locked my wife outside the house, so I have to go open the garage door, and that's kind of a bad deal. Yeah. Well, I only need 20 seconds, but I'm only gonna be gone 10. So hang on.
Oh. All right, third down.
Second and short. They decided to throw it, and they had lost yards too.
I know. 3rd and 6. Four by one. It's going to be 7-man protection is what it looks like. And yeah, exactly. Their play. Yep, there it is. 7-man protection, blitz man. And he dropped a dime. And that's one of the things with Russell Wilson, right? Is he has always been one of the most beautiful deep ball throwers, right? And there's an art to throwing deep balls with accuracy, right? G-Dub's a quarterback, he could tell you this, but the ability to throw the ball with the right trajectory and velocity, but to also get the nose to turn down at the right time, right? So there's little nuances on how you release it and the touch with it that gets the ball to go up and the nose to turn down and the nose not to hang up there or wobble a little bit. And Russell Wilson is one of the more beautiful outside lane deep ball throwers.
He almost didn't catch that, man.
Push by Pickens too.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I would have thought there that Denzel would have gotten that ball out. Denzel's the best by
really
far. Denzel is the best back to the ball player, blind back to the ball player in the league. A lot of players panic when they can't see the ball. And Denzel is an elite, like all time in NFL history. He is an elite player at playing blanket man to man and having to just like track the hands and knock the ball out, at the last second. It's kind of like Darrelle Revis. It leads to when you're doing that, you're so good at doing that. And so you can play this aggressive denial man to man. You don't maybe get quite the ungodly like interception numbers because you're playing with your back to the ball a lot, but you're playing just suffocating denial defense. Like you get a ton of PBUs and you don't get very many catches on you and stuff like that. But I would have typically Denzel would have gotten that ball out right there, and he got his hand on the ball. George Pickens just, trapped it.
4th down. Now, will they go for it here? Interesting, 38-yard line.
I mean, they should.
They should. I agree. They should.
When they ran that concept and threw that, when they threw that concept and they ran that concept right there, they were already expecting to go for it.
There they are. Yep. They're going for it.
So here comes Justin Fields.
Yeah, we're getting to see Fields here because
and they're gonna try. They're gonna try to
still have them.
I'll get them off camera. That ugly thing. I can't look at it. The mustache.
So they're gonna try to pick that scab. They're gonna try to run the Taysom Hill stuff.
Man, that was a good spot for the Browns. Yikes! Too much moving around, right?
There you go.
They got it. They got it fixed so far.
They got it fixed so far. They'll be thinking about running it the next time on, do I mess with this same thing again? They loaded the box and here they came.
So that's twice now Pittsburgh's been inside in 2 drives coming up short on Thursday Night Football. And we've talked about the statistics with Tomlin's history in Thursday Night Football. And you guys know the drill. When you're 2-8 and the longer you stay in a game, the more you start to believe like, hey, we're going to do this. So
and the score being the under, I know.
Yep, the under. I love the unders. This will be so. Let's see what kind of adjustments Browns make. I mean, a great starting position. At the 40, 46.
They don't hand the ball off. I'm gonna go get in my car.
Okay, yeah, you can get that.
Hand the ball off.
It's a Jeep. It's got 4-wheel drive. You can take that thing right over there.
Big time Jeep.
Yeah, and I'll be honest right now. Like you got to play complement. Like again, I said you got to play complementary game, and that's where like Dorsey, right? Like has to. And I don't know, like to the degree that he can comprehend and get off script and play a complementary game. But the way this GD freaking defense is playing right now is like you better call a complimentary game. You better get off script if need be, and you better impose your freaking will at midfield right now and give the ball to. And I would much rather see a 1-yard gain right now.
Agreed.
I would much rather see a 1-yard gain and it be 2nd and 9 after handing the ball off on a smash mouth run scheme, leveraging your all-world guards in running back, than to see a damn incomplete pass here on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10, and now we're trying to do some cute shotgun run on 2nd and 10 behind the chains to Nick Chubb. No, like set the tone right here on 1st and 10. And hey, if it's not successful or whatever, we can go back, drop back pass, play action or whatever on 2nd down, but at least make the attempt to call a complimentary game right now. See the game that is unfolding in front of you and call a complimentary football game, right now. And don't take the wind out of the sails of your defense, right? Of these gifts the defense is giving you right now, like you got to capitalize on it. Minimally, you got to get into a point producing right here. So they're under center, they're loaded up right now. This would look like they're going to hand off to Nick Chubb right here.
There we go.
Right there.
Can't be that simple.
Can't be that simple.
Can't
Run
be
the
that
ball,
simple.
Run the ball inside
You
zone.
know what you're talking about. Get out of here.
Inside zone smash mouth behind your damn all-world guards. And you got the running back with great vision, and they got knocked back inside. The center got his ass knocked back, and Nick Chubb had to stutter step to find the seam. Right? That's what a lot of people don't realize is how great of reads and timing and footwork Nick Chubb has. He has the ability to adjust. There you go. Again, full scheme behind your all-world guards and run the ball. I like this right now. I love it. I love you guys. You're into this tonight. Those two plays right there, Dorsey was not calling off a script. He wasn't calling off a script that we decided before the game. This is what we're going to call on play 4 and play 5.
You're going for it on 4th down, you run the son of a gun again.
Or screen it or do something like that. But I like the attempt. Get the ball out of your hand, Jameis, or scramble.
He had all the time to square up after that. He got real excited there. He all he had to do is get around his guard, or he got tripped up on the throw, or his tackle. I mean,
not that I'm counting, but it's 2 possessions, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. At midfield.
Yeah, brutal.
I don't know why he didn't go to Judy there. They put Judy at running back in the backfield and chowed him and ran him on an angle route, and he was.
I know you got Pierre Strong, who's great short-yardage running back.
That had to be part of the primary read, and we didn't look. Linebacker picked over the top, trying to get there to cover him in zone defense, and that's frustrating right there. But I like the 1st and 2nd down play call. And the actual concept that was called, again, like I said, like the strategy and concept that was called, like those were come get some calls. Those like, we're going to impose our will on 1st and 2nd down right here and win this triangle right now. The inside of our offensive line and our running back right now in this AFC North freaking battle right here, like we're going to try to make it a game of this triangle right here and get some, and that's good for how this game will unfold, and hopefully they can continue to adapt to that.
Well, let's see how they do that. Man, imagine them getting like running there, and I guess. I don't understand why, it was the first drive. Chubb was pulled after the first 2 plays. Was that a load management system, or was that a?
No, it was a special situation system.
Gotcha.
It was already scripted.
Yeah. Okay.
It was already scripted, and that's what Blake's been talking about. You got to get off the script.
Yeah. Sometimes like he said there, you got to go off impulse. He's got time. I tell you what, Browns DBs are
great job playing the naked right there. So again, that was a class example. That's what I talked about that Arthur would eventually do, right? Is so he lined up in the same formation and faked the same run that he ran successfully out of that formation earlier in the game, right? 2 drives ago.
Yep.
And now he just tried to run a naked bootleg play action pass, and they tried to suck everybody up to try to think, hey, I've saw this before. I got to be really aggressive. Go stop this run, and we're going to hit this. We're going to hit this crossing route. And I'll be interested in what they do right here.
I think I'm a little ahead of you.
Why? We just watched 3rd down on a slant route. I was just still talking about the previous play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were. Man, good defense again by Ward. Boy, he's going to get one. He's going to get one there tonight. I mean, again, you just kind of tip your hat to the Steelers there. I mean, that was perfectly executed.
Not really right there. Like, that can't happen with Denzel right now. same thing right now. Like as you see George Pickens, what we would call right now, George Pickens is in a plus split, meaning we'd always say, if Gino would say, what's a plus split? If number 14 is close enough to me on the sideline that I can slap you in the back of the head, get your ass inside. He's only running one of two things. He's running a go route straight down what we would call the red line, all right, or he's running an inside breaking route. And 90% of the time plus, he's running an inside breaking route. And so that's a critical third down situation right there. And George Pickens was in a +4 split. He was 4 yards outside the numbers. He's running, and it's third and 32. He's running a goddamn freaking slant, right? So you take a leverage, you keep a leverage. And so, hey, coach, I was inside. No, you weren't. You lined up inside to start with. But when the guy caught the ball, you clearly were outside of it. You gave up leverage. And so you pick a leverage, you keep a leverage. Like you maintain that, through the reception point, right?
I like that.
So that's just an adjustment that Denzel's got to make as the game unfolds. To him feeling George Pickens' speed and feeling that split, knowing that how far he can play inside, and he's got to take away the slant out of the plus splits. Though it's happened a couple times tonight on third down, right? Like they've moved the chains on the third downs they have converted tonight. I think both of them have been slants,
both of them
on plus splits to George Pickens, right? And so got to adapt.
Well, that was a helpful way of explaining it. I would have never looked at it like that. So I appreciate the education. So now I can be even more angry at them for when they do things. Thanks. Like I needed any more fuel. Yeah. So be fuel to tell me when they do something good too. So I can be like, no, hang on. They did something good. No, that's so yeah, we ended the first quarter 0-0. I mean, yeah, this is yeah, I figured it's going to be a quick moving game. A lot of clock's going to be just keep moving here in this one. Not all the shots downfield, so minimal passes. Yeah, that was a quick first quarter. And we're not even 9 o'clock yet. We're normally still finishing up the first here when we switch over to the late night parlay. But yeah, it'll be but it's there. I feel like there's going to be offense. I feel like there's stuff there. It's not like the weather is like unbearable. I just feel like both teams just haven't had that drive where everything's just kind of clicking yet.
And the clock rules and all that kind of stuff is until you get it down inside of 5 minutes, inside of 2 minutes, they're gonna once they get the ball spotted, the clock's gonna go, and nobody's huddling. They're huddling up. They're using the clock, and that you should use the clock when it's a bad weather game.
Right. Yeah. You want a short. Yeah. I mean, this is a totally a different strategy game here because you are playing the weather, the wind, all that things. Next Friday, Black Friday, Chiefs and Raiders. That'll be wild.
Yeah, that'll be wild.
There you go.
All right.
They're hype right now. They're feeling it. The defense is feeling it. I'm excited about it, watching it right now, the way they're playing. This defense is playing the way they played last year, especially at home. Like they've got some swag tonight, and they are playing downhill, and they are playing hard. And that's fun. And that's fun to see how they've come back on a short week after that embarrassing performance last week. And they're playing really well together, but they're playing with some damn heart right now.
Yep, there it is again.
There you go. Come on.
That's
what we're doing now.
Harris is having himself a hell of a start there at nose guard.
That's great. The formation motion shift that they formed right there versus the defense that was being played forced Grant Delpit to play Mike linebacker and fill an A gap. And he said, and on the fly, like he had to adjust into the A gap on the fly on the motion and say, oh, wait, I'm the middle linebacker, and come downhill and go flathead and inside run. That's why Pittsburgh did it, and that was big time right there. So now you got a 3rd and 9. They got double A gap mug right here. Uh-oh. Jeez.
And that's the safety stuff that was going on last week. They played cover 6.
They did. They
Quarter
played
halves.
quarter halves, and the same guy that was just bragging on making the play on the previous play got beat. Late communication right there.
Unbelievable.
That was the half field side, and there was confusion. And that's what happens sometimes, right, wrong, or indifferent. And honestly, that's been the issue. That was the issue a couple weeks ago when you saw the coverage bust happening, and even going back to the Joe Woods time, if we remember some of the epic coverage then, they were all out of cover 6, quarter halves. Where you have split field coverage, and hey, one side of the coverage is independent of the other side of the coverage. And one side can be playing quarters. One side is supposed to be playing cover 2. But then depending upon how the formation comes out, hey, theoretically, both sides could be playing quarters or both sides could be playing cover 2. And you got to communicate on the fly and be really good at that. And sometimes as defensive coaches ball out right there, great punch. Sometimes as defensive coaches, like, you got to look at that and say, hey, are we setting our own self up for failure by calling this play that, hey, it's really good if they don't motion and shift and line up in condensed formations and they give us enough time to like communicate it all. Oh, then it's really pretty in a vacuum. But hey,
in a spot
when you see it
that last play, that fumble did not count. They called his forward progress over at the 3-yard loss. So Steelers got away with losing an extra 4 yards right there.
Well, that would just be me and G-Dub. Regardless if we had to cover 6 in with this group of players, it would be what we would call shit canned right now, which means that I don't care what you show me on the practice field. I don't care whatever. All right, you show me on game day enough times that you can't get it communicated outright or whatever. And I don't know if it's a you issue or a me issue, but I now have to be the strategic leader and say, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth that variance and volatility of the big plays we keep giving up in it, right? Through confusion leading to the busts and communication leading to the bust, I got to just stop calling this, regardless of how much I like it or how much we practiced it. You got to do what your guys can do and do the most what your guys are best at. It's really that simple. Do what your guys can actually do and do the most what they are the best at.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're just.
We're not playing Madden out there and calling our favorite plays. Your job is to put your players in their best chance, the situation to succeed, and you got to be a force multiplier as a coordinator. And a head coach, not a negator. Right.
Interesting. The Browns denied that penalty. So it made it 2nd and 18, and kind of put them in the outskirts of field goal range. That's interesting deferral. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. 3rd and 10. Maybe. I mean, you're saying your defense is going to pin their ears back and do it, but. Interesting. This be 4-down territory, or is it safe for Boswell inside the 30?
This is field goal territory right here.
Oh boy,
can't do that though.
Oh, going to go backwards. Well,
definitely can't do that. But they got away with it. But he held that ball way too long. And again, what is sack zone? Like he coulda, woulda, shoulda. Russell Wilson right there gotten sacked right there, and like the thing that's like the only thing that you can't do there, which is take a sack. So he got out of it. Let's see.
He pushed the last one right, and this one is more catered to that push with the hash. The
flags at the top of the poles aren't moving. Well, now they're starting to move a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll start.
I'll
start. They're going to move back 5 yards. He's going to have to kick it.
Boy, is that not the hardest thing for a kicker to do? Is go back and hit it again, especially on national TV, right? Them guys
with wind and issues and whatnot. Yeah, they move back 5 yards.
Yeah, because that was 38. So now it's 43. Oh boy, Yeah, Tomlin don't like that game.
I love that. You see what he said? You read his lips. What the fuck is going on?
Wasn't that Cam Hayward too?
Yeah, I know it was.
It was all pro,
Yeah.
freaking 30-something-year-old
Playing the tight end spot.
No, it was 43. Now it's 48. Now it's in 48. Now that wind's blowing a little bit more on this one, boys.
You can see it.
I'm on the analytics feed, and so it was showing us that it was only a 4-mile-an-hour wind at the time. Again, the other feed, the on Amazon Prime, I told you like you should look at. Like that feed gives you like the all 22 view where you can see like every player before the snap, but like even on that kick right there, they was giving you the winds because it was a kick. It was giving you the wind speed, and it was fluctuating back and forth between 3 and 4 miles an hour in the direction right there. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I mean, hell, you like as much as you like to be a degenerate gambler. I don't know why you wouldn't be watching the alternate feed.
Well, I bet $3 to $5. Now, Chip, that's coming on here in a few minutes. Now we can give him some grief on this. You know, when I deposit,
I patch straight into the motherboard. I wouldn't even patch straight into the TV production crew.
Oh man, that's a lot. But sometimes you can't overthink it. Like that's what it's like. You can't overthink it. Don't overthink it. You just got to go with the gut sometimes.
Somebody needs to design a Bloomberg terminal, but for like, but for live sports.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Well, hey, heard it here first. Copyright that.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna become a billionaire, like Michael Bloomer. I'm gonna figure out how to use AI and create some sort of like supercomputer that's tracking everybody's phone that's live there and like all the stuff they're seeing and doing and betting and whatnot, and get in front of the 10-second delay for live prop betting. And
I will say, prop betting live while watching the game is way more fun. I did that Browns Eagles. I had like a 10-leg thing. I know, hard to believe, but you know,
how are you even able to do that? You guys were a little saucy. How were you even able to read your phone?
I think it's my first rodeo being saucy. I mean, hey, you saw a video of the other guy.
I only intended it to be a 5-leg parlay, but I was seeing double.
Listen, I was watching the Browns.
I looked down and I made it a 10-leg.
If we were going to lose, we were going to hopefully hit a big parlay to like celebrate on the way out. That's what was going on. So, yeah, I was close too. I was close. Always close. Always close. Just ask me.
Those only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, brother.
That's true. That's true. That was one day. I was an old one I heard all the time growing up. Yeah.
Here they're doing your whole TJ Watt versus Myles Garrett debate to you should be on the production crew because all of the talking points you tried to stir up in pregame in the first drive, they've all had like pre-programmed segments to try to stir them up tonight to convince everybody that this 3-0 barn burner. It actually has been good football thus far. It hasn't been sloppy. It hasn't been sloppy by the players on the field. There's been some inefficient and sloppy coaching decisions here and there in special situations by the offensive staffs and head coaches. And then some sloppy execution in special situations by like false starts and stuff like that. But it's a defensive game. It's just like
old-fashioned touchback.
Yeah, a little bit of a chess match right now. Gotta love it.
Bear defense or double eagle defense right here by them. That little motion from the running back was man or zone.
Nice.
There we go. Now we're beating them with their own sauce right there. Beating them with their own sauce. We put Judy in a +4 split and ran him on a slant. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, James talking trash. He said, yeah, I got you.
I love it. Now, this is interesting here. Look at this. I don't know what happened here, but he touched that ball before the goal line and took a knee.
Yeah, there's not muffs on kickoff return. There's muffs on punts.
Interesting. I thought, like you can't catch it and then go backwards, then take a knee because then it's a safety.
Right.
So you didn't have possession of it. So yeah. Well, I have it muted, so I don't know what they were saying there. Oh, here they're actually talking about it right now. Oh, come on. When you look at his stop allowed, that means I thought they were talking about the punt. All right, Brownies, let's see. You're owed to put one together here. You're starting to feel it. 2nd and 2. You got Chubb. This is going to be run left, right?
Could be an inside run. There it is to Chubb.
There it is.
Good.
Oh, look at him still getting there. A couple extra. Let's go.
We finally got back out to midfield. Let's see if we can keep it going and not screw it up.
Now, obviously, we want to see. We want to see a couple runs here. You guys would like to see a couple runs here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not to be obvious and just bland, but you got to leverage your players. Like you got to leverage your players. Like you got freaking Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio, Jack Conklin, Prosick. You got freaking David Njoku. You got Nick Chubb. Like run that damn ball up inside.
Right. Play action. Always going for it.
Shot off of it.
Judy again. Let's go.
Yeah, Judy. I mean, he's been a huge benefactor of Jameis Winston taking over.
Yeah, he's the one that, in the sense that Cooper stepped out, he's kind of stepped up. So, yeah, it's been nice because they gave him that big contract too. So that's the guy as a Browns fan you want to see him out there, showing out because you got him under contract for the next 4 years, I think.
Well, yeah, but they've got outs on it. But yes,
What?
They're showing.
Yeah, because they gave him a big upfront bonus. So that's what that was all about.
There we go.
There we go.
Good job.
There we go.
Good job.
I like it. Off tackle.
Come on.
There we go.
Good job.
What's up, boys?
Hey,
What up, brother?
Hey. What's up, Chippers?
I got my friend who's going to join us here soon.
All right. What's up, Owen? Hey, Browns are in the middle.
We'll be right there, all right, boys? We'll be right there.
All right. And
Oh yeah, we're here now.
all right, we're here.
I took a huge heavy live bet on the over, so
I thought you were going to say I took a huge dump before the game.
Of course you did.
Blake, I know you support my decisions when it comes to the over, and I appreciate it so much.
You took it on the over on points on 36.5?
No, I got it at 29.5.
Yeah. So that's a live spread right there. That's
money, baby. Even money.
Okay, I like it. I mean, I predicted 31 points. So you got it at 29.5. As what they say, the famous meme where he's like, "I'll allow it." Right? I'll allow it.
Oh, yeah, you'll allow. How's he doing?
I'll
now?
allow it.
You chilling?
That's what I'm talking about. Impose your will, baby.
Down the field. Come on, Ken.
Well, how far behind am I? I'm at
Ken's dressed up like he's
728.
Playing freaking playing Call of Duty with his boys. All right.
Chip, you're behind. We'll catch up here in a minute.
Well, you gotta get your Canadian feed fixed, so we're not.
Well,
we're not 2 drives behind, bouncing satellites off the moon.
I'm gonna steal satellites from you guys. You guys know that.
Yeah. Actually, it's plot twist. Chip's using my Amazon login. This is exciting here. This is big. I mean, obviously,
you're gonna make Bezos go freaking all Netflix on us and
stay right there.
Outlaw that.
So,
I feel like I'm too far behind and I'm missing out on.
No,
snowing.
After this drive here, we're right in the middle. We're in the red zone, so we got to get through this drive. And we'll pause and get caught up here, and we'll get switched over to the late night parlay.
Is he gonna drop us nuts right here? I think he did. Did he say go? Yeah, he did. Good.
She goes back.
All right,
here we go.
4th down, 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
Stefanski ran that play, knowing that he was going to go for it.
I know. We're getting
I
there.
got 2 Super Bowl coaches on here. Come take a look.
Let me see if I can.
Hey guys, it's fourth down right now. It's fourth down right now.
So this is fine, brother. What are you doing there?
Yo! Yep.
What happened? Yes.
Nothing. Just watch it. We're not. Just watch it.
Hold on, don't change it. Hold
Fourth down.
on. I feel like a touchdown happened, but I'm not.
No touchdown. No touchdown. But we're very, very exact. We're very excited for what Nick Chubb is doing with his. He's coming back tonight. I think this is the sharpest Nick Chubb has looked since the injury.
Let's get Nick Chubb Tutty here, maybe.
Training camp, so he's had to get
Tucker's
through
bringing
games and all that kind of
every
stuff.
toy
Yeah,
out of that.
His body had to take contact.
Checking
His
them all
body
out.
had to take through
He's checking them all out.
repetition. Now he's coming back at the back of the at the end of training camp. He's ready to roll now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and you can show that it's taken a few weeks. Each week's been better. That's what's nice about Nick Chubb. You can always just kind of just pick and keep. Yeah, so we got first and goal. Now, before we switch over here, this is that part where we're kind of blending everything together. Here is Chip and I's late night parlay. Well, we each have one because he couldn't get this. Myles Garrett bet already hit. Nick Chubb is in the red zone right now, and it looks like they're going to run it. This took a timeout. He's going to be rested, so he's going to get a couple cracks at it. Hopefully he gets that.
I think he will, yeah. He'll get some cracks at it.
Yep. And then Chip's. This is Chip's version of it here. He has Jameis Winston over a half of interception. What do you think about that, Blake? Chip threw an interception in there.
For who?
For Jameis.
Jameis, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. He's good. He's good for one. He's good for one.
He goes, You know what though?
I can see that. I think he's gonna. I said they're gonna win 17-14. Nick Chubb's gonna get a rushing touchdown, and Jameis Winston's gonna finish 1-1. He's gonna have one passing touchdown.
I'll take 17-14 all day long.
He's gonna have one passing touchdown and one interception. I can see that.
I love it.
So it's first and 10 on the 9. Looks like
first and goal. Yeah, first and goal at the 9. Yeah,
that's my first and goal on the 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Chubb's is coming off a timeout here. So he's been getting some push. So I imagine they're going to get Nick Chubb to run at least a couple of these 3 attempts here. Now, Blake, in your opinion, is this going to be 4 down territory when you're this close?
What? I can't hear you.
Yeah. So 4 down territory here.
It would be for me. They already clearly showed that it was 4th down territory. It just depends upon where they've said their 4th and goal. Go for it is where their risk appetite is. I would usually say it was and they can get a first down kind of technically, but it'd be really hard to get a first down and not a touchdown here. But typically you would say
because I really want.
I would say 4th and 2 or 4th and 2 or less, or 4th.
You making me a little bold there.
And I know the analytics people there. I know what they would, and I know what the analytics says in this situation. Again, it just depends upon what your risk appetite is here. I really like that right there. That was great. That was
so good.
What we call a dork. It was a dork naked.
I'll have something later.
Yeah. Chip, are you good?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. No, you can actually get a first down here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There we go, Chubb. I told you how it's gonna go. There you go.
He's still all right. We got to just keep it cool for a second. Nothing happened until
hold on.
Nothing
Nick Chubb scored a touchdown, didn't he?
Nope.
No, he didn't. Oh, I can't see anything yet, but I'm so excited right now. I know Tony very well, and I know that Nick Chubb scored TD.
It was like that time to keep my emotions in check. So after this here, Gregg and Blake, we're going to, after this PAT here, We're going to switch things over to the late night parlay. You guys are obviously welcome to come back in and talk betting with us. I know you guys love that side of it.
Chubb, baby.
He
Nick
did.
Chubb.
There we go. So, hey, Blake and Gregg, thank you guys so much for the Champions Corner. Awesome stuff. And this game is already shaping up to be badass. We're going to keep it here on the Dude Network on this stream. We're just going to transfer over to the betting side. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back in 3 minutes. Blake, Gregg, thank you guys again.
Thank you. Let's go Browns.
Thanks, Blake. Thanks, Gregg.
The champs are here. And
oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
What's your
yeah. What's the game plan here?
Tomorrow on Saturday, we got 3 sides to turn in and a dessert. Okay. And that has its own grand championship. So you can be the sides grand champion. And then on Sunday, Kyle's doing chicken and ribs. I'm doing pork and brisket. And Grubby Q's bringing that American showdown.
I immediately became thirsty. With both hands.
I mean, we're at least buying one, right?
Absolutely. One?
Each?
That's the shit. There's 50 there.
Hey, Jason, put this on our tab, bud. We're taking it all.
Damn, Tony, what's going on with
Damn,
you?
he's still lying.
I know.
He's been exposed and he's still doubling down. That's the concerning part of all of this. It's
Tony.
the quiet one. It's the
Tony.
quiet one. It's the Tupac Jaywalker.
Tupac Jaywalker.
That's part of his intro going
And
forward.
Tony, it's
Believe
okay. It's okay because the man who had his hands around my throat confessed.
He also got strangled out by a world champion almost. Seventh reserve world champion strangled you.
Golden hands touched this throat, so I'm not even worried about it. You guys didn't get that kind of treatment at the Royal.
Strangled out by a 7th reserve champion.
Damon, describe the atmosphere right now.
It's pretty intense right now. Everybody's moving. There's a bunch of moving parts.
So you ready to do this next year?
Absolutely not.
What about the coach at Arizona State? Like, they kept missing PATs, and the coach went to the press conference after the game. He goes, "We're not making PATs, so Monday we're having open tryouts. If you can kick a ball, get a hold of me. We're scheduling it."
And they had some random guy.
But he's been trying to be a walk-on as a kicker for like 3 years, out there hitting bombs.
No way.
And he went for the walkout. And they went viral, and everyone kept tagging the university like, "You have a student capable." And then he went on Twitter and he's like, "Can't confirm I have my tryout tomorrow at 10 a.m. or whatever." I don't know if he made it or not. See it? Hey, Google that, Johnsy, or somebody. College. What is up?
Come here, buddy. Come here. All right, here we go. So can we match up our TVs here?
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
I'll tell you exactly where I'm at here. I'm at 32, 31, 30.
Hang on. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. I'm waiting until I can get to a clock here. I'm on replay and I don't have a time spot to give you here. So let me get to a time spot.
Yep.
Oh my God, there was a fumble. Browns got the ball back.
Oh! Yes, they did, Tom. Let's go, dude. That's in scoring territory too. That's the best thing that could happen.
Right. Stopping it at 3:11 mark, 1st and 10. They're getting ready. Let me know when they're getting ready to run the play.
I think we're exactly the same right now. Myles Garrett, is that a Myles Garrett strip sack?
Oh, he's got 2 sacks. It is. All right. Hang on.
Tuck, come here.
All right.
Tucker, come here.
Browns just ran their first play after the break, Chip.
Tucker, top here. Yeah, right. You go there. You go. Sorry, Tony. I'm in someone else's house with my dog. I just need to make sure he's all good.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
So let me know, have they ran their first play yet?
They have, yeah. He just threw it to another first down. So I'm at 304,
Okay.
303, 302, 301, 3.
All right. Well, yeah.
59.
I'm at 2:53, 52, so I'm still 5 seconds.
Stop it for 2 seconds.
1, 2, 3,
You're good.
4, 5.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm ahead of you now. I'm at 246, 245. Come on, go score a freaking touchdown, Cleveland. Come on.
I'm at 235, 234.
First
All right,
down. Got it.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're close enough. Yep, oh, come on. Yeah, how long are you going to let him carry him down the damn line? Jeez.
Is there a penalty? 2-minute warning coming up here.
Yeah, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Whew. Oh, no. Hey, because I only have one garage here left. What up, Eduardo? It's a serious problem.
Eduardo.
That's a serious problem.
That's a bad problem.
Oh, man. What a big play. So, by the way, I don't know if you've seen – did you ever make a chubby tonight?
I did not. No.
That's all right. We don't need it because this bet is already fuego.
How are we doing on that one? I had Jamie's interception.
Apparently, I put it in this. Oh, right there it is. All right, here's mine.
That looks good. You need a wide sack and a Harris touchdown. That's all you need.
Yep.
Come here.
Oh,
what do I need? What do I have? What do I need? Tucker, come here.
Hang on. I'm changing the banner here.
Up.
Oh, I'm not even going to put the banner up because I didn't change it. Brand. And then you are – Jameis hasn't thrown an interception. Jameis is looking solid tonight for you. That's not good. But don't worry. The night is young, especially with the Browns. And then TJ needs a sack and Najee needs a tutter.
I have 1 out of 3 down, but that's still – I'm still alive, man. Still so alive. It's like that's like picking a 7-pick parlay and being like, "Oh, we have 3 left."
These are all one play bets, not like What sucks is like when you have 90 yards total, and then you're like at 50 yards, like it's over. We could be 3 seconds left, and Najee Harris could be, running for a touchdown to win it, or TJ Watt gets a scrap sack in junk time when the Browns are trying to play catch up, and then you win on the last play. So one play hits these. So I like these. I kind of like these bets. One play hits.
That's fun, man, because you're never out of it. You're just never out of it.
No, you're right. Look at us. So figuring out a new way.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. Just reinventing the wheel. Reinventing the wheel.
We're gonna get my special guest on here soon. His name is Owen McGregor. Was a professional swimmer. What is that?
Starlight Distillery, Indiana Straight.
Cheers, bub.
Cheers. Well, I'm not going to drink from that, but I will put it in a glass and drink from that.
Yeah.
Drink, eat. Cheers.
Drink one for me. All the old town. You can hold it down if you wanted that crown.
Ooh. I ate too much food.
Okay, look at these guys. Look at the coats on them.
Sorry.
Jerry Jeudy had a good first half, apparently.
He had really good first half.
Oh, they're running it. Oh, 3 yards. Okay, use the timeout, Pitts. Use the timeout. Don't burn this clock. Don't burn this clock.
Well, they're going to.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I know. I don't like it. Well, as a Browns fan, I love it. Look at these guys. They don't care.
They're amazing dudes. Here we go.
I almost wanted to take a picture of that big dude.
False start. Are you freaking kidding me?
Come on. Oh, on defense. No. Offense. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. I'm looking at the wrong way.
Yeah, it was on the offense.
I was like, how's the offense?
Just
How's that
terrible.
offense? That's
Now the
incredible.
clock gets reset at 25. They're gonna start running it again. Just like the worst thing that could happen.
We'll see.
Give me a big chunk play here.
They've been throwing the ball good too, because Pittsburgh's putting so many guys in the box. It's opening up the passing game a little bit.
Schmeckle.
They're definitely going to pass. They're definitely going to pass the ball here.
Here we go.
There we go.
Give me they're gonna get a first down here right on this play right now.
Ooh.
Watch this. Don't get. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Right.
Get there. Okay, call timeout. Now Pittsburgh has to call timeout here. It's third down. Use your timeout. Why don't you? Thank you. I was gonna say, do you not want the ball back? You know what I mean?
Right. We need
experienced dude hangs out in the pocket. Hey, your son knows a lot about football.
Well, I have to. Of course.
That's right.
He just look. He looks so like unsure.
You ready? You ready to come on in here? Say hi to the team. Here's my buddy Owen.
What's up?
That's Tony.
What's up, Owen? You hoser.
How much? How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I told him we had Super Bowl quarterbacks on our show, but Super Bowl coaches on our show, but they just left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got Tony Prince of the Poors, so that's all good.
He's the man.
That's right. $10 or less. That's all it takes. Now, if you put me up in Winnipeg, I doubt we've eaten a lot of rice and beans.
He does these videos that go viral, like millions of views, where he does $10 or less meals with his family.
Really?
It's fucking awesome. Yeah. Like his last 2 videos.
Like crying in Canadian are like, try that in Alberta.
They're really running that right there. Oh my goodness. You better call a timeout, Pittsburgh. Why is the clock running? They're staying on the field.
What? Oh.
I hate this.
4th and 6? God.
This is so stupid.
Makes sense. Puts pressure.
Come on, Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on. Let's see what's going on.
Stupid.
My company has season tickets to Pittsburgh, eh?
Oh, okay.
Go to Pittsburgh. Well, I bring you to Pittsburgh with us. Our company has
They just killed all that clock not to hit the ball.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, dude.
Drama side.
That's outrageous. That's so outrageous.
Unbelievable.
Okay, we're gonna get points here though. We're gonna get points. I need points, and Pittsburgh will get the ball with 42 seconds. I doubt Tomlin will do anything though, because Tomlin's a safe haven. He doesn't like to do fun shit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We need TJ Watt here to get an interception. I mean, wow. We need him to do that. We do need TJ Watt to get a sack, though. If we do need TJ Watt to get a sack. If we get I'm 3 legs into it, if that's the case. I got to do my live bet, but I don't know what to do yet. Don't know what to do.
4th and 6. Here we go.
Browns get the ball at 3rd quarter. I do know that.
I need this field goal made bad. This guy misses, I'm going to lose it.
34. There's no way.
Well, we've heard that before.
Now, Packers terrible kick.
Oh, he got it. Okay, good. That camera angle was way too close.
So I'm on the Amazon Next Gen.
Hey, Tony, does Pittsburgh try to go down the field here, or are they just going to do a run play the first drive?
I think they're going to at least let's see.
They're going to try with a run, I think, at first.
Well, if they get the kickoff and it's like inside the 20, but if they run the kickoff back to like the 35, then they got to have to at least go for a field goal.
That's what I want.
Calling it, George.
Yeah, and you do have 1 minute. I don't know if you saw this shit, but there was a
13-year-old boy.
I got a 13-year-old in his house saying George Pickens is going to get a touchdown on this drive.
George Pickens?
Hey, come here. Let's introduce Hunter here. This kid loves football. He plays quarterback.
Why?
That's
What's
Hunter.
up, Hunter?
That's Owen's boy. This guy's famous in Cleveland.
Cleveland? I'm a Yankees fan. I like Cleveland. Weird hat you got on there.
Look at him. No, he's not happy right now. He's like, that's a weird hat.
I'm like trying to figure how not to bury a 13-year-old in my head right now. I'm just like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm trying to figure out how not to bury a 13-year-old. He just
Emmanuel Clase more earned in the postseason than the regular season. It's pretty rough.
For him, that's rough for him. That's good for us. We don't pay nobody. We don't
stop.
I will say he's got a point because our owners are cheapskates. I hate our owners. They're so bad.
Yeah.
They're like the poorest
I
rich
coached
people in the
there.
history of the planet.
He just lit all of us up. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about Toronto Maple Leafs and their new captain, Austin Matthews?
Shut up. Austin Matthews in Germany right now.
No, getting some
He's
surgery.
getting a surgery.
I'm sure he's probably not being a good captain.
It's not for the NHL Future Series.
Just to get the ball sewn back on.
Yeah. Hey, so when football comes back on, we're gonna let the kid try and predict a few drives here.
Okay. All right. Let's see what he says.
George Pickens, CD.
We'll let him do it in the second half because it's tough here with 40 seconds left with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's so damn safe.
Yeah, well,
With a one-score game, I doubt Tomlin tries to throw the ball here. I don't think he does.
Wilson.
So Garrett had 2 sacks tonight.
Hey, I had a feeling Myles Garrett was going to go off tonight. I would have taken over 1.5 on him. I would have taken over 1.5.
Oh, that was like plus 200-300.
Well, there wasn't an option. There was only they didn't give you that.
Tucker's happy now.
The bad boys away.
Hey, Tuck, you okay? Good boy?
He was good. I was chilling with him.
He was chilling. Was he good?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. 40 seconds. I'd love some points here. I would absolutely love some points here. I would not complain.
I doubt Russ will throw the ball.
Let it go. Yeah. So we're gonna be on the 30 here, Tony. We'll start from the 30.
Yeah. They got time here. They got a timeout left. Russell's an awesome
They're
game
gonna
manager.
They're gonna try.
I do think they're at least going to go for a field goal.
You got to try. They're down by 4.
Pat Freiermuth gets in the game.
Is this the battle of? No, it's not. Never mind.
Battle of good defense.
I was going to say Battle of Pennsylvania, but it's there's Ohio and then
That's
Pennsylvania.
With the exception of 2 games, this is how.
Tony, can you hear that backlash?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to turn that all the way down.
Sorry.
There you go.
What do we
There
got
you go.
here? Let's go. Crier move.
Called it.
You did. The kid's
Well, he did
got some game here.
He did call.
They're not going to take the. They're going to down it probably. I'd say.
You know, he called
Oh
Pickens
no, they're going. They're
touchdown.
just going to go. Go.
What
They
if
got
I
time
can?
on their pocket? Let's see what happens.
Probably get
Oh.
bounce. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh. Shit. Okay. 17 seconds. I'd love to see us get like 40-yard, maybe 37, 38-yard range. That'll be about a 55+ yarder. And
Chris Boswell's a really good kid.
Boswell can get there. This kid could be on my podcast here.
Well, he knows who's up. He knows.
Here we go down the field. Oh, we got a pick. Oh.
He sold that early.
I thought Emerson was just going to go for the interception there.
How is that not called?
He
I
sold
hate to see it.
How is that not called?
Even the
I
dogs.
don't know.
barking.
Yeah, even the dog's barking.
You know, hey, dog pound's barking too.
Yeah,
That's
he
a damn
sold it
shame.
pretty good.
He dove.
Oh, I hate
Should
it.
have got in the way though.
I hate it.
Just hate to see it. Just hate to see
Get us
it.
that fucking 37-yard line. I'll be happy.
They're gonna slant to the 40 or something.
George Pickens a lot.
What are you doing?
Miles
That's
Garrett,
just
number
gross
3.
behavior.
Call timeout.
Third fucking sack for Myles Garrett tonight.
Crown him. They crowned his ass. See that? Love it. Crowned him. Sorry.
That's crazy.
I like Justin Fields better than Russell Wilson.
Man,
Ooh, hot take.
just
Hot
nasty.
Hot take. Boy. Okay. Now, I don't want that.
Live here.
I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do that.
Big boy.
But I'm thinking
coming down on you. Exactly. The comments go right down on you. The live over under set 31 and a half. So I'm happy with what I got.
I'm feeling something here, and it's juicy. Nick Chubb to score a second touchdown is plus 430.
Yeah, why not?
And I get a 30. Oh, it just went up to plus
3 to 1.
It actually just went up to plus 500 as I said that.
Take it.
Plus, I get 100% live boost, plus 650 for him to get another touchdown.
Is that a good baseball or bad baseball?
Do they start with the ball? Cleveland?
Yes. So there's that. Okay, so let's not look at that. Let's not look at that. And let's look at third quarter. I like them quarter bets.
It's a wet baseball.
Yeah, actually, even third quarter.
Good baseball.
Third quarter, what?
Well, Russell Wilson passing yards or Nick Chubb rushing. Touchdown score. Live SGP. Okay, here we go.
He's got a touchdown. So good.
Jameis Winston, no. Fifth drive result, no.
What are you doing?
No.
What are you doing?
I can't find the Jameis Winston third quarter thing. So I'm thinking I might just go with
on FanDuel.
Yeah, and normally I get those. It just hasn't available yet.
I need a big second half here. I need 17 points in the second half. Bad.
You picked the wrong game.
I know.
This is the game of defense.
I know.
Yeah. Listen what he said.
Well, I'm an overbetter. We all know this.
We bet over on defense tonight, and it's paying out in dividends.
Not yet. It hasn't paid us anything.
Yep.
Did you think Myles Garrett to get 3+ sacks?
That was not available. You can only get over under one, like to get a sack. That was it.
That was not available, sir.
It was not available. Now there was the you could have picked how many sacks the Browns were going to get. Like 5 sacks as a team was like plus 400 or 500.
Oh, I remember that. Why didn't we take that? Because I said no.
Because it was I don't know.
Plus 450.
It was fat though. But I was going to pick the Steelers defense to do that, but so far it's been the Browns defense that's been racking up all the sacks. So
Smith's still out, right?
Nick Chubb to get 2 more touchdowns is plus 6,500. I'm throwing $1 on it.
6,500
for 2 more touchdowns.
You're a wild child.
But I have a 30% profit boost where it can bump it up to 8,500. So $1 wins $85. $1 to win 85.
That gets you pretty horny.
Yeah, that's not going to be our live bet. That's going to be for funsies. But let's get down here to.
We currently have 255 people watching this right now.
Really?
257.
Yeah.
I got a kid.
And the odds actually just got juicier. It went up to plus 550, Chip. Nick Chubb to get a second touchdown.
Get me a jumbo. Wait, Daddy used to say, "Get me a jumbo for a beer."
Give me a huge rip.
All right, so plus 550. And it's Nick Chubb to score a second touchdown, so $5 win $27.50. That's pretty solid.
I wish I could bet. I can't bet in Ontario. I'm in Ontario right now, and I can't bet. I'm not allowed to make a bet on my own phone. My team has to make my bets for me because I'm in Ontario. Once I'm out of Ontario, I can bet the way I've been betting.
You gamble in Ontario?
You can, but it's a different. So I have to have a physical address here to be able to bet on my own.
That is
so if you live here, you can bet here.
I didn't know Trudeau was the mayor of that state too.
Trudeau's the mayor of Bettville.
Yeah.
I'll give you some water, buddy. He tipped the whole thing over. He's looking for some water. Do you have any just puppy food? He'll crush it. Yeah. Look at the service here. Look at this. Look at this, Tone.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. This is my boy Owen. I've known Owen. So a funny story. Owen and I have been drinking for about 3 hours, so we're a little tipsy. But I've known Owen since I was 18 years old. And his son, the guy sitting beside me, I used to work for Owen. The day his son was born, I left work to go to the hospital. I have a picture holding his newborn son in my arms, and that's the kid calling the football plays right now.
Yeah.
I love
He knows
it.
a lot about football.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I brought him up well.
You didn't
Yeah, you
do
did.
shit.
Oh, wait, that was.
Okay.
It was him.
His own shit.
All right.
It was like talking about you talking about
So that's all segment.
go Blue Bombers. He said.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what thing or two.
Yeah, like what?
Hey.
Brett Favre's legacy?
You see that? Yeah. So this kid right here, Tone. When this kid was a newborn, the same day he was born, I have a picture of me holding him in his arms. He's 14 now.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That's awesome.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It is, dude. It's crazy, dude. Like 14. Yeah. So how old would you have been then when you were holding that new
I was
band?
18 years old. I was 19 years old.
Yeah,
15.
8-ounce baby, wrapped in his cloak of gold.
It was 8 ounces wrapped up in my arms. I'm 33 now. He's signed with the Yankees. Juan Soto signs with the Yankees.
Close.
Good. That means they can afford nobody else.
They want that. They want that World Series, man. Obviously.
Oh well, I mean,
Let's overpay guys that didn't get us a ring. That makes sense.
yeah, like DJ LeMahieu, terrible contract.
Well,
Stanton showed up in the playoffs.
DJ LeMahieu got that contract because he was the batting.
Well, he's on. It's not even showing as like. It's not even showing as breaking news on ESPN yet. Let's see what the world of X is saying. That's big news. That's huge news.
So me and this guy right here, when I went to visit him in Cleveland, we got a sponsor, a store actually gave us tickets to club seats at the Cleveland Guardians game.
Yeah.
So we have like a whole video of us at the Cleveland Guardians game for free and everything, like free booze, free food, just having time of our lives. That's where we got the hat.
I mean, hey, free stuff for mediocre.
Oh, here we go.
Mediocre.
Are you hearing this, Tony? See what he said?
Something about mediocre. I don't think. I think he's a little premature on this Juan Soto stuff because
No, not for sure. You said for sure.
I said for sure.
He said once they gave they offered him what he wanted. It's not for sure though.
Nobody wants to live in New York.
What? Everybody wants to live in New York.
Best pizza.
Upstate.
Great pizza. Does Cleveland have good pizza, Tone? I didn't have Cleveland pizza. Does it have good pizza? Is it known for pizza?
Oh, are you a Bears fan? Don't tell me.
No, he's a Cleveland
Browns fan.
Oh yeah.
He's a Cleveland.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's even worse. I'm a Browns fan.
Browns fan? That sucks.
What was your question, Chip?
I like Baker. I like Baker.
Yeah. What can you do? What can you do?
Baker is such a good dude, and he's killing it right now. It's awesome.
Getting fleeced from Amari Cooper. That was bad.
Who? Oh, you're a Packers fan.
Yeah. We got third rounder out of it, and we have to pay him next year. Yeah, we paid $20 million for a third round draft pick. Yeah, it could be questionable. Luckily, our owner doesn't mind spending a lot of money.
Yeah, pretty good receiver. He's not doing the best.
He's 33.
Mark Cooper went to Dallas just to be wasted. Like, man, he did. Him and Baker could connect and do so. Not Baker, sorry. Him and James could fucking absolutely slay. It sucks that it's like they gave up when they traded Amari. It's like they gave up. It's like, see ya. We were giving up on you.
Yeah, we did. We did. But you know what, though? I think that made Baker good, though, because he had to kind of go get He was kind of an asshole at times in Cleveland. He got himself a little bit of prima donna issues. Then he got humbled, got sent down to Carolina, got kicked in the teeth again. Sean McVay revitalized him at LA. He came into it with he was the underdog instead of the number one draft pick. And now look at him, crushing life.
He's killing it, man. That dude can throw a football hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws.
Yeah, he threw like
straight darts.
Furthest throw in the NFL.
Yeah, he throws darts, man. But even his slant passes are 100 miles an hour. Imagine being a receiver and you run your route, it's 6 yards and you go hard slant, and next thing you know is a fucking fast.
You come back in, you're
like 70 miles per hour.
My fingers would give out. My fingers would give out. They would be sprained. I wouldn't be able to be a receiver in the NFL.
That's true.
They got super stick-em gloves though.
Yeah, I'm a weakling.
Well, I don't know how those super stick-em gloves work in 30-degree weather and snow. That's another thing that's going on. It's getting a little colder as the night goes on here, Chippers.
I need 17 points, man. That's all I care about right now.
I would take more offense in the last half of the second quarter than you did the first. Well, here's the thing. Pittsburgh blew 2 drives in the first quarter that should have been resolved. They missed the field goal, and then they had another drive. They gave the Browns 2 drives at midfield too. That the Browns went 3 and out on the first 2 drives.
I know, and that's what worries me is the points are coming from mistakes. But 17 points can happen in a fucking football game with pros. Let's just let it happen, man.
We can let it happen. I mean,
2 touchdowns and a field goal, and I'm happy.
I think Nick Chubb will start to run the ball better as the quarters went on, so that's good too. When he'll start getting some gashes, and that'll open up some play action passes.
Just a break.
Yeah, it's the best Nick Chubb has looked since he's been back. But like Coach Williams said in the Champions Corner, he didn't have preseason, so it took him 3-4 weeks to kind of get going, and that's where he's at now in week 4 or 5. So it's his training camp is kind of over finally.
Yeah, now he's going to do well.
But this game should be getting ready to get started back up here. There we go.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
here we go.
Well, it probably did, but we're on Canada time here, so we're starting the third quarter, not the fourth.
What's Canada time? No, you're in Cleveland. This game's happening literally an hour from you.
I know, but I'm on a 30-second, a minute and a half delay on the time with catch up with Canada time, so we can watch it similar.
I wouldn't call it Canada time. I would call it Amazon Prime time.
In Canada, because I'm also on Amazon Prime.
7 rushing yards for Chubb, but it's not that good.
It's terrible. But
look how many of them came in the second quarter, though.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Tucker's just fuck me. Tucker just doesn't know what to do with his life.
Yeah, he's I miss home.
Yeah. Dude, so they have a puppy. This bin was full of toys. Tucker took every toy out one at a time and just scattered all across the living room.
No, good for him. He needs that time. He's a little.
He needed it.
A little stimulation time.
17 points. Come on, 17 points. Come on, baby.
All right, Browns get the ball first.
Browns in Pittsburgh.
Let Nick Chubb get that second tutter right now.
Negativity here.
I'd rather take the under. Yeah. Yeah.
You do? Okay, Tone, here we go. 17 points. TJ Watt sack would be fine. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, we do need that. We do, but I kind of need points though too. Oh, he about got it. There he is.
Big slant run. Let's go. Oh, he dropped it.
I fumbled, but he's gonna get it.
Njoku.
Njoku's on fire.
Stein.
He's catching that ball.
You say healthy.
I bet his family's from not Germany.
That was good.
Schwarzsteiner.
Okay, we got clocks lined up. We got good juju. We got good energy. Let's bring it home.
Nick Chubb.
3 yards. We'll take it. Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going. We're almost at midfield already.
Yep.
Smacks.
Hey, here comes that snow. Here comes that snow.
The show's over in about 20 minutes. So, the show will be over at the end of the third quarter, I'd say. So let's hit some jackpots here. You know what I'm saying? Smacky to the packy.
The faster the running back now, the better. Like Jahmyr Gibbs, he's fast. He's really good. Nick Chubb's just strong and slow.
Wow. Guy was a state champion in the 100
Did he cross the
meters.
line? Did he cross the line of scrimmage?
Oh
no! No! God damn it!
Why are you betting on the?
I hope he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I hope he crossed. Well, you stupid idiot.
He didn't. He wasn't even close. He had a good 2 yards.
Stupid. Oh, you dumb idiot.
That sucks, too, because Nick Chubb was prime.
Well, that ball came. Oh, no, it didn't.
You got Jamison Winston with the tackle.
That was Jameis Winston with tackle. That's a leader.
So stupid. Oh, that's so annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Oh.
Damn it.
That burns the heart. Oh, you dumb fucks.
Like Najee Harris.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
My first play.
Go, Najee. Go, Najee.
Ooh. Good 9-yard run.
Tony, that sucked. That really, really hurt. That sucked.
We still need Najee, though, too, so.
That really sucked. God damn it.
The Browns fan, because I want the Browns to win. So that was that was a double whammy right there.
Oh. That was painful.
Oh, fumble. Browns has got it back. Oh, my God.
Yes.
The knee might have been down, though.
Oh, I got to see this.
Well, let's see.
I think the knee was.
Where's the ball? Oh, he's
Knee
down.
was down.
He's down. He's down by a mile.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Those are nice gloves.
I'd rather snow than rain.
That's true. That's true. Oh, man.
Where's some done? Cool.
All right.
Show your plumber's ass to the whole screen.
Whatever. No talking. Liverpool.
All right. No, there's not.
Damn. That was the worst.
That was all right, though. It's all right.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Fire it up.
Baseball.
Yeah, you got to go fishing.
What is it?
It's baseball. Yeah, it's down in there, right? Schmacks.
Schmackle your schmackle there, Hunter.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna blown up.
Oh, like 1 yard.
Oh. Stressed out, Tony. Stressed out.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
We should have Pittsburgh.
Both teams.
Hey,
17 points.
hey, Owen, just keep it down. Jeez, man. It's easy. We don't go Pittsburgh.
Bring on 2 good defenses to be bad.
You better like that ball, Tucker.
Brownies. Brownies, let's go. Oh.
Oh, that's a. Oh no, he was down.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
No, but his butt was down. They're not gonna review that. There's no way that's first down.
I think it is.
They're gonna review that. No, because he got touched. He got touched right here.
So he didn't go down until.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a half yard short.
That's not a first down.
Yep, he was a full yard short.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's not a first down.
Yeah, but.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, go Browns.
Oh shit! I just shut him down.
So here's the good news.
That was huge.
Here's the good news, Chip.
Where is good?
Is now the Browns. There's the dog pound.
The dog pound.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DAWG. That's what they go by, the dog pound.
Golly, man.
But
You have to have a BAC of 2.03, not 0.203, 2.03 to get in the dog pound. What's up, Tucker? Wake up. He's like looking. He's like, something said my name.
He's over there. He's over there. So is Uncle Tony? Uncle Tony right there?
He don't care about me.
Ready? Oh.
Bro,
See that?
he's expecting to catch it.
Just hit him. Just hit his body. Watch. Oh. Smack. Oh, here. Good catch, buddy.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
a good boy. You see that, Tone?
For everybody wondering, the over-under was 4. 4.
What was the over-under at the start?
36.5.
What's the live over-under right now?
Let me look. I'd be happy to take a peek.
Break it down.
Live over-under is sitting at 30.5 still. I like that. I like that because I got 29.5.
Yeah, you're still on pace.
Yeah, I'm on pace.
Yeah, I got 29.5 on mine.
I just need a touchdown here, and I'd feel very comfortable with life.
I thought I had a profit boost of what? Player to catch a pass wager. Okay, so how do I bet that? I don't want to lose a.
We're gonna be neighbors. We're gonna be neighbors.
Yeah, it's crazy. We need both.
May next year.
Neighbors.
I shouldn't have told that. I shouldn't have told that to the whole internet. I haven't told anyone that yet.
There you
go. Tony knows.
None of us.
My house is going up for sale this week, Tony.
Oh, that's what you said out loud. Yeah, that's a hot take.
That's a hot take right there.
That's a real hot take.
I like the snow. That's fine. I'm fine with snow. Is it snowing outside your house? The guy I'm talking to lives about an hour from here.
Yeah, it's like it's off and on here all day. Now they're up in the lakes. They're getting a little bit more than we might, but
there's
Cleveland.
It's all right. Hey, first 3 downs on 3 yards on first.
Ohio.
Drew Carey's awesome.
What's the guy? I want that.
At least it used to be.
Oh yeah,
that's a bad play call.
That was a bad.
If they gave it to Najee, they'd probably get the first down.
You hear this kid?
Yeah, but Najee was out because they ran him for like 3 straight plays. So they were doing the rotation.
No, well, they just ran it
ball, dude. Oh man, you're just eating clock and running balls. Now it's third down, third and long, third and medium. Fuck.
They don't trust Jameson Winston to throw it.
Yeah.
His only weapon.
I think they're just trying to, with the weather and stuff, they're just using the running to try to get 3rd and short. So it's 3rd and 4. Now there's a lot of plays you can run on 3rd and 4.
I think it's 4th down territory no matter what. I think they run the ball again here.
I hate throwing in the cold.
They're gonna run it here. It's 4th down territory no matter what.
Might be a play action pass right
play
here.
Action maybe?
I don't think so.
Play action.
Nope, no play action.
Yeah.
No. Fuck me. Oh. Are they gonna punt it? No, they're going for it.
They're gonna punt it.
Oh, I see a lot of shifting here. They're punting it.
At the 40? That's
a 57-yard field goal in the snow. It's not happening. I'd love it. I'd love for it to happen.
What are you throwing out there, dude? Cam Hayward's a big human being.
Fuck's sakes, they're punting. God damn it. That's the worst.
Oh.
Well, good for you. They get it to 25.
That's the worst, man. God damn. Yeah, that live line just dropped right down. 28.5.
They only dropped it a point.
I know, but it's annoying. Like that, you get that position, you get that field position, you do nothing with it.
And it's kind of like a sign of
you need one of these. That's what you need.
I know. Golly.
You need a Pickens guy.
Oh, I need a big play here. Big play.
Brown's been known to give them up this year.
Christmas commercials are on, eh? That's nice.
What's that?
Christmas commercials are on? That's nice. Have you seen the same commercials I am? I got a Kia Sorento commercial on right now.
Oh, yeah. The new Kia Sorentos, yeah. Yeah, they're cool looking. Yeah, Kia's really done a good job, actually.
Now we're doing it's a Vagisil. Oh no, it's a secret one. No, whole body deodorant. I got on TV here.
I got FanDuel.
What a difference! What a difference!
Vast difference.
That was rough.
So, how's your late night parlay looking? I mean, how's your channel bet looking today, Chip?
They lost already.
Oh. Well, sorry for
Everything's losing tonight. It's a losing night. I need these points. Bad.
I tell you, I need to get off this gas, man. I am blowing chunks out of my butthole right now.
What'd you eat?
Wings.
So cold anymore.
Oh man. We'll end this pretty early. We'll end this pretty early because we're already an hour into the show, so we'll watch another drive or two and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I'm watching the whole game.
What do you need this quarter for a point? Third quarter. What do you need?
I just need Nick Chubb the rest of the game to get a second touchdown.
That's it.
So, it was like 5 to win, like 27. It was pretty good, plus 550.
That's possible.
Yeah, well, he just needs one touchdown. I mean, they've been running the ball hard, so.
Mike Ditka. Did he come?
He's a Pittsburgh guy. I think. I don't know if he is a Pittsburgh guy, actually. Oh, no.
Oh. All right. Okay, I'm okay with that.
The snow's.
Oh, give me a penalty.
No, calm down.
I take 15 yards all day. I'll take 15 yards all day.
No, I will not. Look, it's Tubbo Libre.
Snow's really coming down.
I drove through this a lot today.
Oh, yeah. First down. Where are they?
Past the 50.
They're in Cleveland.
There?
Yeah, here's the first field goal.
Oh, Jesus.
And this is like 4th and 2, went for it. Lost that. We got the turnover there. 4th and inches. We got that over. So, yeah, Browns have stopped 3 drives today on defense. And they're on their half of the field.
I hate that.
The play calling just hasn't been there. Right? Ooh.
I think I'm screwed. What do you think, Tuck? Yeah, I think that's fucked. Well, maybe. Was it third down or second down? It's second down.
Steelers' O-line is not doing anything. Browns are getting to him quick.
There we go.
Stupid. This game's going nowhere. There's no points happening in this game. It's brutal.
It's interesting, Sally.
Golly.
Well, now the snow's coming down like it is. It's making the throwing. It's taking the throwing out of it. But it's not supposed to stay. It's like it comes and goes in waves. It has been all day with the snow. So I don't see it staying. I could look at the radar.
Snows more in the U.S. than Canada.
Wait, he's actually more north than me.
Doesn't snow here at all.
Come on, baby.
Oh, going for it. There it is.
Oh, open. Pickens?
Let's fucking go. Who's 11? Washington?
I don't even know.
I think it's Washington.
I'm not going to lie to you, boys. It's probably snowing the rest of the game. I looked at the radar.
Jefferson. Move on, Jefferson.
Van Jefferson, he got drafted. He was they got him
Where
from
did he
the
catch that ball? He caught that. We're at the 30. Let's go.
Nobody's on him. Just wide open.
yeah, blown coverage.
It's a good throw.
News,
For the Colts.
Greg Newsom got
Come on,
torched
baby.
for the
Come on,
Browns.
baby. No. Oh, why are you losing 5 fucking yards? That's so it's so annoying.
Hunter, I think Chip's taking this game quite well, honestly.
Compared to others.
Yeah, he got his composure. Yep, this is normal.
Yeah, well,
It's dropping like
you know how it is.
it's 34 degrees like 2 plays ago.
Come
They
on.
lost a yard on that.
They lost 4 yards on that. Oh,
No,
there was only one. Okay.
It seemed like a lot more.
Yeah, you got lucky there.
Like, maybe
Come on.
place ball.
No. Uh-oh. He's running for his life. Oh, my goodness.
Go, Russell. Go, Russell. Go, Russell. Yeah, baby.
He just face planted. He thought he was going to slide.
Yeah, that was a
First down. First
He came
down.
to
Playing
reaching
pretty
up.
hard there.
What?
All day.
He really thought he was going to be suave and slide and like go 10 yards. Watch him just like face plant. He's like, I'm just going to dive and be cool.
He got it. First down. First.
Dude, he totally
He didn't get it. He did not get that.
No.
his face
But
mask. Oh man,
if
that
they
was
give
awesome.
it to Najee, they probably pick it up. But if they give it to Warren,
See, and this is what's going to suck about when they put in the dome. Like these games, you'll never see this again. This might be the last game you ever see of like a snow like this in Cleveland Stadium.
look at the wind.
fourth
There's no
down.
way.
Oh my
Like,
God!
imagine how hard a PAT is.
Browns defense got another huge stop. I'm sorry, Chip. That sucks for you.
Do they kick a field goal here? Or do they?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was fourth down.
And,
They're kicking a field goal here.
and all that snow.
Yep. They're kicking a field goal. I don't like this.
This is gonna be like I can't even see anything.
They are going to go for the field goal here. So, Chip, you're going to get some points. That only leaves you at 2 tutters. You'll take
I
it.
don't know. It's 41 fucking yards, man. I don't know. This is brutal.
It'll be all right. I would never jinx the Steelers of a field goal. Never. This is good as gold. Good as gold. Oh, field goal make probability. I love the special teams coach for the Steelers. That guy's look at him, nut job. Ties on, Pittsburgh ties on.
Oh, they're coming back out.
No, I hate this.
They're going for it.
I hate this.
Probably like there's no chance they're making that field
And
goal.
the Browns get another fourth down stop.
Far, man.
Oh man.
What?
Said can they? No, it said can they?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm with you. You need to calm down over there. You are out of control.
They're on edge.
Yeah.
Oh, pocket's already gone.
Why is he ballsy call? Ballsy
Big
call.
first down.
Ballsy call.
Unreal.
Pat
Such a
Fryer.
ballsy call.
Fryermuth. Fryermuth. Good boy. Good boy.
You see where Myles Garrett blew a whole chunk of paint off his helmet in this game?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I
This
thought
is
it was
crazy
snow, but
weather.
he,
This is nuts weather.
look at that. Look at all the paint missing off his helmet. That's crazy.
It's probably cold.
Uh-oh. Najee. Can we get the not? Oh, my God. That was almost the cutback against our touchdown for Najee.
I would have taken that. I would take that all day.
He's a strong
Honestly,
guy.
I would have too, because then all I would have needed was a TJ. That's like my biggest question mark. I got to assume TJ Watt gets one sack tonight.
Stay here, Tucker. Tuck, stay right here. Stay here. Hey, come see Dad. Good boy. Up. 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 Let go. Come on, up.
Since 2000, Steelers are 5-4 in snow games. Oh, dude, this is becoming a dude. Hey, I just looked at the forecast. Like, if this is the snow, this snow is not letting up. This is going to be a wild game.
I hate this shit. Oh man. What? Like, oh.
Good on Russ for getting that.
Yeah, that could have been a catastrophe for him.
But like the pocket is nowhere to be seen. He's got like 2 seconds before he has to let go of the ball.
3rd and 14.
Third and
Yikes.
13. Oh my god.
Look at Mike Tomlin's beard.
Oh man. So Chip, what do we got here? Oh man. Oh, hey,
What?
that'll work. That'll work.
Catch.
Well, they're in field goal range. They're gonna kick a field goal here for sure.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Thanks
guys
for
really
using
can go for it on 4th down if they do.
Something like that. Yeah.
Look at this snow, man. Now, I will say now this is what's that?
Yeah, we need a field goal. I need a field goal here. I just need 10 points.
It's gonna be a hard make.
No, I don't. I need 2 touchdowns. Oh man.
Is Tucker okay to go downstairs, you think, or no?
Nice savior.
What?
Oh,
I
did it
can't
go
even
in?
see it. It's up. I think it's
Yeah,
third.
it's
but
in. It's in. All right, Chip, you got your 3.
All right, Tone. I'm gonna get off here, bud. Or do you want to hang out till the end of the 3rd?
I mean, if you're done, you're done. So we'll get you out of here. So, all right,
Yeah.
everybody. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow night as we have Chef Teddy Libre and Craig Davis of Kansas City Barbecue Scene coming on here with us 9 o'clock. Everybody, be a friend, tell a friend, help us out, grow this thing. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the other side.